Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Morovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon you and know. The children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening, Moroccan, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what happening in the ministry, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You from Bonjama, Maryland, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. If you keep on congratulate my brother, to spoon. You got a spoon TV, you got a spoon radio, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You want to get a news update, to spoon. Yeah, Rastafari. Kilibamba, 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 kilibamba. What I want? Yes, but you got it. Yes, but you got it.
Behold, stand coming with the spoon, and your boy right hit the south and then charges on the beat. To get your information, to the spoon, to be my possession. Spoon, 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 television. Spoon, spoon, spoon,
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Morovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon you and know. The children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening, Moroccan, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what happening in the ministry, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You from Bonjama, Maryland, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. If you keep on congratulate my brother, to spoon. You got a spoon TV, you got a spoon radio, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You want to get a news update, to spoon. Yeah, Rastafari. Kilibamba, 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 kilibamba. What I want? Yes, but you got it. Yes, but you got it. Dabado. Kua, 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 kua. Kua, 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 kudile. Kua, kua, kudile. Yes,
Yes, I, a special one from the studio, stand coming with the spoon. And your boy, right at the South Bend. Charges on the beat.
to get your information. To the spoon, to be my spoon, 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 television. Spoon, 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 Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Morovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon, you will know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening, Moravia, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what happening in the ministry, to spoon. Yeah, yeah, to spoon. Yeah, yeah, to spoon.
All right.
From Bonjama, Maryland
Just run across the 15 counties of Liberia. Just turn to spoon.
to spoon.
Have the latest updates
My brother to spoon.
just from within Liberia.
You got a spoon TV, you got a spoon radio, to spoon.
So wherever you go, we are there. Be it by the
To spoon. You get a news update.
additional media means as the radio,
Rastafari.
we are there for you.
Kiribamba, kiribamba, kiribamba,
You can catch us
kiribamba, kiribamba.
by the traditional radio
What I want.
or media platforms. Get on the social aspect. Just get on Facebook, tap Spoon TV, roll down, and you will definitely see us. Get on YouTube and tap Spoon TV. Roll down, you will also see us. That's why we are telling you that we are everywhere. The Spoon Talk is the program you are now listening to or watching. And I'm Sylvester Chirople, welcoming you to the May 24, 2025 edition of the program Spoon Talk, right here on Spoon 107.5 FM and Fabric 101.1 FM. And so we go straight to the lines. But before that, you have to put some money in your pocket. Oh yes, you have to get your own money. So at this juncture, we want you to make some money. Get some money that you can chill over the weekend. Make your family happy. You have to be respected, especially when you are the breadwinner of the family, or you are the big brother, your big sister, or you are the mother, or the father, or your aunt, or whoever you are. You have to be respected. And the only way you can be respected is when you have mogo. You know what they call mogo? If you have mogo in your pocket, that's the only way. So to have that,
it's the Win Liberia jackpot. The Win Liberia jackpot. The Win Liberia jackpot on Spoon Talk. Spoon Talk. Yes, the Win Liberia jackpot is here. For just $200 Liberian dollars, you can win from 20,000 Liberian dollars, 50,000 Liberian dollars, 100,000 Liberian dollars, 200,000 Liberian dollars, 500,000 Liberian dollars, and up to $1 million Liberian dollars. For the Win Liberia jackpot on Spoon Talk, dial star 255 star 2 hash. That's star 255 star 2 hash. The more you play, the better your chances. It's the Win Liberia jackpot, the Win Liberia jackpot on Spoon Talk Live for just $200 Liberian dollars.
Or hash, and you select the currency, get your pin code, put your pin code, and relax a bit, and then play. You can play as many times as you can, 4, 5, 10 times. Because the more time you play, the more chances you have to win, up to 100,000, 200,000, 300,000. And get some money. So that's it. You have to put some money in your pocket, right? So with that being said, then now go to the lines. And you have the opportunity now to put up your calls and tell us exactly what's on your mind. 07777 07777 again, 07777 or 0555 101075, 0555 101075. But don't forget that if you want to join the Win Liberia game to put some money in your pocket, dial star 255 star 4 hash. Select the currency, it could be LD or USD, put your PIN code, and then play. You can win up to 200, 300,000, depending how many times you play and what. So let's now go to the lines now and take calls right here on Spoon 107.5 FM. Good evening, your name, please, and where are you joining us from?
My name is Jerry.
You say your name is?
My name is Jerry.
Jerry from Tupperware. Please go ahead.
Yes.
Jerry, we cannot continue with you because your line is terrible. Hello, your name and where are you joining us from? Good evening. Good evening, your name and where are you joining us from? Hello?
Hello,
Your name and where are you joining us from?
my name is Oscar Darius Zigman. I'm calling from Compassion Nima County.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, what all my mind have to do with the economy of this country? As I've always said, the Liberians can pay this country, but we are observed over the time by the Minister of Commerce and the Labor Minister are going to war and give our country to the foreigners. Because the economy of this country is going backward. And we are seeing, as we are the basic people of this country, the Indians and the Lebanese are taking the goods from their store, putting it in their car, carrying it all over in the country, selling it. It's not going down well with us. So we are called upon the common ministers to put back into place. If you are bringing, as an agent, when you bring goods in the country to sell it wholesale, sell it in your store, that we the Liberian buy and go sell it on the street.
All right. Thank you so much.
They give it a hard chance. So I want for the CEO to see reason to call upon the common minister to intervene.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Hello, your name and where are you joining us from? Okay. Hello? Hello, your name and where are you joining us from?
Hello, Professor.
Yeah, your name and where are you joining us from?
Professor, thank you so much. My name is Josh Morva from GSO, GCK Community Professor. Thank you so much. I appreciate you doing hard working for the London people. We listen to it every day. Professor, the thing on my mind, just want to appreciate the president who voted for. Well, certain things sometimes when Senate and Professor can think about the president, we don't want to be the president. When you have a family health movement, we don't want the president every day we call all radio station the president to respond to all. You get one respond to with the family health movement. And the same president told us that the family health movement, maybe president, after we run a campaign, we went to a horse, all we said that we ate with him. But President Walker, I know he forgot about all year. We went to him, we talked to her, he said that yes. The family health movement, maybe president, and show, we cry on him, cry on all. But today I know you'll not forget about all.
All right.
Every day I call to just remind him and Kuri then to say, yeah, finally have movement. I forget about it. One day a Kuri will never call someone up to say yes. This is we are way. But we see all the people there, they calling and they go in a compound. But how family have movement now? President Braga will love you like people love you, and you'll be our president. President God will guide you, God will protect you. Anything looking for, you will get it to develop the country. So yeah, so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hello, your name and where are you joining us from?
Yeah, hello.
Seku?
Hello.
Go ahead.
Yeah. You go for into Sylvester, let me say this. Thank you for how we are following all the time. Let me say Sylvester, my topic I've joined today, the one that on my mind today, get away. Yesterday show. Pertaining about the late former Lily, imposter of Nessie Do. Sylvester, they are saying that say good never lost. Me, I don't agree on that. If you do it to somebody that are not good, you can lose. I'm saying this to say, George Weah now know the goodness of do what he did for him. But according to history, someone will now, although was small at the time, or will not even born at that time. They say, though news will George Weah like his son. So, Sylvester, if you become president, no need for someone to welcome that person's wife to you. You got to look for the person's wife. You know the person woman is alive. But the woman go on the road and go to Echo, everything. You never see even the woman, even say she go meet with you, your take picture. Oh, not the day I see they frustrated as they do on the show. Yes, they're talking on Tawata. You know, that everybody not deserve good. They're not even supposed to be on that show. But however, what else spoon show? He know who to come there.
All right.
But people like that get integrated to come on the show. Like I can't agree. Why they come to? But what spoon will listen to you? No matter what you do, we listen to this show. This show we study and we end it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello, your name and where you joining us from?
Hello, my name is Ernest Pinto. I do join from Single Village Community.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to make my comment on the former Foy Lily there. You know, that everything to politicize in this country. What the death of Madame Doe had to do with the former president, they just ringing at me all over around here. What kind of benefit that she wanted as well, we are never do. And furthermore, President Doe did not leave chair by himself. The man led the country by marginalizing one country, calling that country as enemy zone. So, in fact, she had no even benefit for Georgia to be blamed for. So, thank you. That one, a particular thing we're discussing it last night, really heard me.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, your name and where are you joining us from? Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening. Your name and where are you joining us from? Okay, go ahead.
Sylvester, the thing that is on my mind is what is the issue that you're a journalist that can't come really to our only go like Douala and get it. What is the current living condition that you're going through in real life for you to ask or for you to get our view? You can't do it. The only thing we can hear, Spoon Radio went to Douala, they went Walasa, they went Oro, but you can't come to us in real life to get our own view.
But the last time was in red light now. So how will you say that? Or in red light the last time?
But
Yeah.
it's better. You can't realize.
Anyway, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We will not be telling you, Aaron. I'll be looking for you. Thank you so much for.
No, that's matter of looking for you, so
okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, your name, please.
Yellow,
where
the you are trying to reach is currently on another call.
Oh.
Please.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, your name and where are you joining us from?
Thank you so much, Yagazi.
This is Sylvester Chidople. Please go ahead.
Sorry, Sylvester. Sorry. I remain proper defender civil basketball and I joined from district now, Mosorado County. You know,
They show all about what's on your mind, and not to attack personality. But anytime I make a call, people will come to me, honor your conversation when you read it, threatening words towards me, so on your colors. The people that can go on the Facebook. And they read the situation for everybody, and for all Liberians, and not for set, and not green set people alone. Anybody can call. But somebody can talk about history toward that former president, the late president, told George as his son. When former vice president then Joseph Mabuaka, so we are not taking as father, getting car, getting money, but anything around why in there? Is there that executive ride at the airport? You will not go inside you here. So I don't know how some women when they come to read, they can't think before. You know, the country owner president Buaka, a diabo in our hand.
All right. Thank you very much.
The country owner president.
Hello, your name, please, and where are you joining us from? Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Your name, please, and where are you joining us from?
My name is Ibrahim Sagin. I do join from.
Please go ahead.
Let me tell you something. The Judge Weah that people think that he's a sin, they will get to know the real Judge Weah. Judge Weah that man who can forgive him, making I get a woman. He keep God's in heart. That woman that went crying to him, that woman there for Judge Weah to even to sit down the offer. Man, we are man. Then somebody can say, oh, you're not police the thing. The men are politicians, the woman is a former politician. We're police. We're tell the people the truth. Judge Weah, man.
Thank you very much. That's it. Another call here. Hello. Good evening. Good evening.
I'm calling for Tobo Village.
You said what's your name?
Erection Beefle. I'm calling for Tobo Village.
You were saying go ahead.
Yeah, where is my mom and is the whole facility? Yeah, we the traditional people and I see the guys and who say they want for Muslim or Christian to gather there. We the traditional people in this country. We need our own holiday. We want for our representing our senator to go.
All right, thank you very much. That's another person. Hello, your name, please, and where are you joining us from?
Evening, sir.
Go ahead. Your name.
My name is Anthony Seon. I call from Bourgeois Island this evening. I want to remind Edwin Snow, Honorable Snow, and others who say they talk about the holiday business. Christian, they didn't ask them for holiday. They decide to give Muslim holiday, let them give the Muslim people their holiday. They should not include we the Christians there. We have never talked to them about holiday nowhere that the Muslim want their holiday. So if they want to give a Muslim holiday, let them give it there and prepare to give all the other relations that in Liberia their holiday. The second thing that I want to tell President Baga, thank you. President Baga, I want to remind him that we were 50. We are the first people to endorse President Joseph Baga at a house on June 15, 2023. So now we can't hear anything from him. We hope you will look back and think about us.
Thank you very much. Hello. Good evening. Good evening. Your name and where are you joining us from? Please go ahead, Masale.
Yeah, my talking point is they want to tell you thank you for what you're doing. Anybody want to come on the show, let the kind of ask it to, and I let the show say, one politician and take war. Now I'll show for everybody, no citizen, no green, no blue now. So everybody we are one. So my heart certified will see you. Everybody can remember my say they want like they want like they want like this. Everybody is see.
Okay, thank you very much. Hello.
Your
name, please, and where you us from?
This is Project BIU, and I call Chief Project with this student. Yeah, my brother, my attention has been drawn to the Muslim holiday. No disrespect to all of my Muslim friends. For me, I got so many Muslim friends, girls, boys, men, and what have you. But I just wondering because every year there's a rotation, and in they're celebrating of the Ramadan. or the Ibrahim Day. It don't come at a specific day. We have July 26th. It's just July 26th. Every year I come, it's just July 26th. But for them, so now you see it, October, so now you see it, January, so now you see it, February. So if we give them the one day, will it be, because some people can say, oh, we're looking at a move or the new move. Okay. Somebody will say, we're waiting for a call, from Mecca. Right. So since they're asking for the particular day, we'll give it to them. Will it be you want to celebrate on that one day, or it will be diverse stuff?
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. So, folks, don't forget, whether you are following us via the radio or through the social media platforms, we want to let you know that through the Win Liberia game, you can make some money. So the way to make some money is that you should be MTN subscriber. Dial star 255 star 4 hash. Select the currency, and it could be USD, the Liberty, and you should have at least $100 LD or 50 cents. And then play the game. You can play as many times as you can. The more times you play, the more chances you have to win. Just die star 255 star 4 hash and select the currency, put your pin code, and then go ahead. You make some money for yourself. All right, then continue taking more calls right there. Hello, your name, please, and where are you joining us from? Good evening. Good evening.
Hello?
Your name and where are you joining us from?
My name is Tumbo Tusafi.
Go ahead.
My brother, my contribution is if people feel that they are suffering, crying, oh, the economy, and President Barack who has not even gone 2 years, and to solve the problem, they should not be able to be asking with people about Nathaniel Magee, Samuel Twe, these guys who squander Liberian money, and sitting down with it and boasting all around. And at the end of the day, you think these people cure you for naturally. Then you bring your system to somebody who just came to give you help, and you don't want to do it, but you there you party some all the men working money, that allegation. So send that allegation, all the government officials, they see it, that all the Liberians are backing all a bunch of fool who stole the Liberian people money. So at the end of the day, all the people too, they will see, because they will be expecting for all the people who will be able to back them. This is the stupidity that going on in this country. If we want for poverty to be eradicated or to pass it down, we should allow for the order to go on so that it can be ordered if they get it to go jail. Thank you.
Hello, your name and where you joining us from?
Hello.
Okay, so.
Yeah, my name is 40 and I do join from a Congo Rest.
Okay.
I should have said I want to speak directly to my senator of Bomi County, Senator Eddie Mervislow. Eddie Mervislow, I'm one of your citizens from Bomi County. Let me tell you, your bill is static. Liberia is a secular state. There are so many religions, not only Muslim and Christian. So until your bill can be taken serious, go back and include the Jehovah's, the Buddhists, the Catholic, include all of them that so we can get our holiday. We're not going to take only two religions and holiday, like, bro. Okay. I'm a Buddhist. I need holiday too. Yeah,
all right,
thank
Buddhist, you. Thank you so much. James, how are you doing? James. James is muted. I see you already. I understand the interview should be ongoing at this time. James, hello. So I'm not hearing you. If you get me, but
James? No, I was talking to somebody in the back. How are you, Chodople?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing well. Everything is okay. What about you?
Yes, likewise. Thank God for everything.
Yeah. So thank you so much. Very shortly, we will have a conversation with Ambassador Joma B. Samuels Foundation. He's coming on for about half an hour for us to talk about his foundation, his involvement in Liberia. So yes, go ahead. Maybe in the next 10 minutes, we will have a conversation with him, and thereafter, the political conversation will begin. Thank you so much.
Okay, so in the next 5-10 minutes, we'll take more calls. When you guys ready, the guys can pick it up from there. All right. So 077771075 077771075 055101075. Take few calls once James and the other people are ready for that interview. We immediately stop. But hello,
Oh,
your name please, and where you join us from?
Sanuwali Pay from 540 Congo Town.
Okay, go ahead.
You know, sometimes I listen to people how they get accuse people falsely without any proof. I just heard somebody just accusing other people about how they rob this country or whatsoever. My brother, if you know that these people rob this country and you have evidence, or people rob this country and you have evidence, send the evidence because we are our court to persecute the people. But you just call on radio and just announce things and just say things. Just to malign people character. It's not correct like that.
All right, thank you so
When
much.
you call on the radio to accuse somebody, you must have evidence.
Okay, thank you so much. Hello,
How are you doing?
your name please, and where you join
My
us
name
from?
is Jerry. Jerry, according to,
Go ahead quickly.
thank you. What a man have to do with our African leaders. First, just want to say in short, let us all just to pray for your leader in Burkina Faso. Let us continue to bless him to stand for us. Okay? Get a better tomorrow, better future tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you very much. Hello,
Hello,
your name please, and where you join us from?
my name is Minta Combs, and I call you from Mauritius. So, how Liberian or some people want us to call Samuel Tuede? They are criminals, and I will hold the government responsible if they are telecom. What if they not bring it to Liberia? Because that is the reason why I voted this government into power. I don't see people that Samuel Tuede in jail. Nathaniel, those that can be on a spoon and one banana to be arrested because they stole our children, right? In a children pocket and they send all of their country for good study. For every day we will sweat it. The law will hold them responsible.
Right.
So we'll continue to call them criminal until they can be beyond that.
Thank you.
You like it, go free and city.
Oh, thank you for expressing yourself. James, once you guys ready, let me know as we take calls here. Hello, your name please. Where are you joining us from?
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, go ahead please.
Well, thank you. My name is Asana Thomas. I'm joining you from Duago.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, basically
go ahead.
this evening I have 2 points. One of the points I have to do with our incoming Muslim.
Just summarize those points that you have quickly.
That is something that whether the people like it, they don't like it, they'll be Muslim holiday. The Unity Party and the Alliance of the ACO, they sign also that. And that's going to pass. Secondly, I want to change my ability to withdraw all support from our country because they are a group of ungrateful people. They keep spending money in it and they will keep getting effort. Thank you.
All right. Hello.
All right.
Good evening, your name and where you join us from?
I'm Bernice Panichari. Yeah, what on my mind on that is don't matter women who can always be crying, oh, drink your water, you will buy from us. I want you to understand something. We were rushing in the market, those say drink your water, all because quarrel was not stable. But we have a stable quarrel now. As for me, I can buy a whole month. So rushing. You know how many people get free in the town that can buy food and just say it, and when their children come from school, when they go to the children, just only go rest. So they should understand that once there is stable electricity, you will not see people going in the market every day to go and buy food. You leave and you go where the nana, you join with somebody, you buy your chicken feed carton. You join with somebody, buy your fish carton. You can't you put it in your fish. They carry you a whole month. Now pepper, you can buy a whole 4 pepper. You can't, you grind it, you put it in your freezer. You're not going in the market. So they should understand when there is no stable electricity, every day we need to go in the market to cook. But now we're not doing it. So that I really wanted to understand. It's not that people are not eating, we still eating. We still doing the same chicken feed in the time. But what happening now, we buy and save it in our freezer of the electricity. We are cooking whole with soup.
Okay, thank you very much. James, I saw your hands up.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I think, Kev, before we even dive into the conversation, I think that's a very brilliant point that the last caller just came up with. Kev, stop looking at me like that. We are not on the battlefield. So thank you, Chodo Play. Coming up, we will be talking to Ambassador Jacob B. Samuels. He's going to talk about his foundation there in Liberia, and he's in Pennsylvania, America. He's going to talk more about himself. Recently, he won a prestigious award. Liberians are making headways around the world, including James Samuel Gooding Flomo, excluding Kev Hassan. So we're going to be talking about Ambassador Samuels. So, Kev, before we even bring the ambassador on, you listen to the last caller. Welcome on the show first. I know it's been a long time. We stopped seeing the face of Kev Hassan. I don't know why you are here. I'm even thinking whether we should kick you out. What do you have to? What's your point on that last point that came in? And I think that is the big shot that came in. We are not coming to the market every day because some of us we buy a whole week food and keep it in our freeze or our freezer. Like me here, sometimes I buy a week or two or an entire month. I will buy and keep them. I will not go to any supermarket or anywhere to buy food until I get done with what I bought in the market. Basically, that's how we do it here. Even you do it. So now she's telling you that in Liberia, people are now doing it because of the stability of the current. Most people buy their food, they keep them. They don't go to the market every day. You're not going to buy cassava leaf every day, potato grain every day. You buy them and keep them. Most people, you buy them and keep them for some time. But during weird times, she's saying they never had that because you never had stable electricity. And I think that's a point to look at. Yeah, you can give a point on that while we're trying to bring the ambassador on.
So let me say hi to you and Sylvester. How are you, my brother? So you're saying that the market women who's saying that they've been there 2 weeks, no buy. Are you telling me that the individual are called buying somewhere else?
She just told you that she bought sometimes they buy for a week, 2-3 days, and keep them in their home because they have current. Until they get done with those materials, they will not go back to buy from anybody. So that also will affect the women who are selling in the market because you need these people to come and buy from you every day. And now some are not coming to buy from you every day because they are now saving. They have electricity to keep their food in a good position for about 2 or 3 days.
Okay, let me say this to you. James. I live in an era in Liberia we had 24 hour. Our parents were going to the market every day and every other day and every week. Tell that person to stop joking with the Liberian people. When the market women saying 2-3 weeks, nothing happening. Then you tell me somebody from around the way say I can't buy and put in my and this and put in my that. Some people don't even have the money to even pay the current because they're not working. Tell that person to stop joking. If that person come on to do PR for the government, it's not flying. It will not fly because people are telling you what they are feeling. And if you go to the people's feelings and try to compromise and play with the people's feeling, it's a joke. Tell them to stop joking with the people feeling because the market table responding, the market table talking. In America, we say the kitchen table. In Liberia, it's the market table. When the market table speak, then that means the economy is in the tank. That person is joking. We're not joking here. People are suffering. That little girl who's not going to school, let me ask you, James, if they were buying, if they were buying,
Oh,
if
we lost our guest as soon as he
if
comes
they
back.
were buying, James,
Mhm.
if they were buying, that little girl would be in school. If they were buying, that little girl would be in school. So you
So are
telling
you
me that person say because they buy for 1 week and pull in the freezer, let that little girl to not be in school?
okay, Kev? So you know what? We're gonna have more on this. Let's go strictly to our first discussion to talk to
Right.
Ambassador Joman B. Samuels. Oh, hey, una Samuel get S, una get S. So let's go strictly to talk to him. But before we go, let's bring some of the highlights of the ambassador. Okay, these are some of the jobs that he's doing in Liberia. Ambassador Joma B. Samuels, Kia Foundation Incorporated. It is there in Liberia. This is what specifically we're going to be talking about. So, Kev, now don't bring politics into this. He's not a politician, or I don't know that he's going to talk about politics yet. So, we're going to talk about some of his hard works. Let's go to the works that he's doing in Liberia. You see, women who attended his Kia Foundation. He's going to tell us more about the trainings that he's providing at that place. These people, I think that's certificate after going through empowerment training. Now these people can go in the community. They don't have to depend on President Joseph Boakai or think about former President George Manning. They are not equipped to provide for themselves. Another group of people who graduated with certificates, who have been empowered with skill to move in the community and make impact. And I saw this during the war in a displaced camp. We saw these things happening. People making soap. I think my grandmother used to do it as well in a displaced camp in Salala and Manu. We saw these things happening there, and he's bringing memory back. It's been a long time. I never see people doing this. It's also a form of empowerment. You see another group of people. I think this was after a graduation because I see him in the middle with the black cap and the black t-shirt. I think I got that right. You have the people undergoing training here. I think I see them with glove or whatever. That should be protection for soup. He will tell us more about that. You also have this, I think this was children party. I see children being served here and he's in the middle there. I think he's pointing hands to somebody, bring this for me, let's do it like this. He will tell us more about that. And this should be bread. Yes. Kev, and our bread Sonny what
The man will tell us, looking
yeah,
like
so we just bringing highlight
that's
before.
how you used to do those
Yeah,
bread.
we bringing you highlights so you can know what Ambassador Samuel's been doing before today and what specifically we're going to be talking about. Liberians out there, you can also do this. His team is there in the market. That place looks like a market. They are there giving awareness or providing awareness. So we move. He received this recently in America. He received this award recently in America. He will talk about this and the ceremony here. You have it. He also worked for the Woos. Let me get that straight. Ambassador Samuel will tell us more about his involvement. So now let's move to the conversation. Welcome, Ambassador. Good evening.
Good evening, James, and good evening, Kev. Cholo Play. It's a pleasure being on your platform for first time officially, and I'm happy to be here.
Okay, Ambassador Straight, let's go to what we are here for today. Uh, give us give us a rundown, or just give us a brief introduction of who Ambassador Samuel, that is Ambassador Joma B. Samuels, is.
All right. I'm Ambassador Joma B. Samuels. I hail originally from Firestone, Magibi County. I was born in Firestone, raised there, went to school in Monrovia, University of Liberia, and I moved to the US. And currently, I work with the WU Services, WU System of Care as Human Resource Generalist and Ambassador for WU's International Workers Program. So as we go along this line, I'll be able to, throw light on the kind of job I do. But at the foundation, and so while in America in 2021, we launched the Joma B. Samba Care Foundation. So looking at some of the good things that have been done in the US,
we try to replicate those good things back in Liberia, and creating job and creating empowerment opportunity for the people of Liberia, especially in underserved communities, like in the villages and the hamlets and towns. So that's the overview of the GBS Care Foundation.
Okay, so let's go strictly to the foundation. You said this foundation was established in 2021. So specifically, tell us what's the range of this foundation? How impactful you have been to the Liberian community?
Oh yeah, the foundation has been a blessing to a lot of people, especially those who can afford. We began with COVID-19. When COVID started. We went around schools in Magibi, because we are here from, so I started in Magibi County. We provided COVID prevention materials to almost all the schools in Magibi County. Then we transitioned from, when COVID subsided, we transitioned to vocational skill training program. We earmarked uh, 50 girls to start our pilot project for 50 girls. So we identified schools along the Ralphie Highway route. Just a girl initiative, the Chris Drug Vocational Institute, the Army Wives in the Barry, EBK Barry. So we selected those schools and went as far as Palmer Station on Ralphie Highway. We went Firestone, Division 6 and 4. So the vocational school was there to create a training opportunity for women who didn't go far in school. So through our intervention, we're able to empower 3,000 women. So we did it from Ralphie Highway as far as Firestone and went around the Mount Barclay area. So we're not able to give you all the pictures. We got a lot of pictures,
Yeah.
So it has been a blessing to the people. It has impacted them. Some of our people have graduated in the formal sector right now, working with catering companies, some doing self businesses, and the empowerment program continues because we feel that's the way to give back to Liberia. We don't have to be in public service in Liberia to help. So whatever good thing we saw here, we try to replicate that in Liberia. Yeah.
Okay, Kev, do you want to join me?
Yeah. Let me ask you this, Mr. Summer. Do you funding all this thing by yourself, or do you have collaboration with other partners, and how you go about this thing?
That's a very good question, Kev. This initiative has been funded by ourselves since 2021. We just got little help around 2022 from where I work, the Wood Services Foundation, because I do a lot of work for them. We can get into that later on. So they already help us to pay for the 50 girls tuition, and we provided all the materials. Then we went on extending because the need became so desirable. A lot of people started trooping into the program because nobody was paying school fee for free of charge. So we went to 50 girls, 100 girls, 100 women mix, men, women, everybody. So and later on the Wood Services Foundation where I work were able to come in also because of the width of the kind of program we're running. And I reached out to them, did a PowerPoint presentation, have a discussion with the board, and they were able to also help us to expand our initiative. So from vocational training, went to agricultural training. Now we're into community outreach program on mental health, autism spectrum disorder, uh, personal hygiene, drugs and substance abuse, and environmental stuff. Because the challenges in Liberia, we just think it's ordinary. I'm always in Liberia. Every 3 months, I'm in Liberia. So the most challenge we have over there is the mental health issue and the drugs. So we have to change our scope of operation to go into that because if the mental health is not stable, if people are not rehabilitated in terms of drugs consumption, this program will not even yield the kind of results that we actually anticipate. So we try to go in there and try to model that mind, redirect them, and be able to help them so that they can become useful citizens and contribute to Liberia.
So when did you start this this thing that you go on? Because by watching all these pictures and everything you're saying is look good. It's good for the nation. Individual who come in to help our girls and help our people. It's a very good initiative. When did you start this process?
Like I said, for the onset, we started February 2021, and we continue. So we've been going by stages. We started with COVID, because that was the need at the time. So when we started with COVID, when COVID subsided, we moved into vocational skill training program, and now we are into mental health, awareness, drugs awareness, and autism spectrum disorder, substance abuse. So those are the kind of things we're on right now as we speak.
Any
So
collaboration with the central government?
no, we are not getting any support from central government. In fact, we have not even reached out to anybody to actually, like contribute. We just saw there as a need to contribute to our country, and I mean, yes, we continue doing it. Yeah.
Did the central government ever reach to you?
Nobody has reached out. That's the interesting part, Kev. We use our own resources, to do that, which we are very, very passionate about. We have no regret to that. But to even have the kind of recognition is so hard. The only person who attempted to do that was the first lady of Liberia. She reached out to us. We chatted with Mrs. Parker, the current first lady, and she even visited the company here in the U.S. in Pennsylvania. She came to the company where I work. She met with the CEO and the rest of the people at the company there, and she was very impressed. The kind of news coming out of the company for a Liberian to be involved with the kind of thing. And another Liberian in North Dakota, Mr. Henry Williams, he partnered with me for to do this. So both of us have been doing this. We have our team on the ground. We have like 15 people that are employed. We pay them every month, fully employed. So our minimum pay is $150 US. And we don't have it, but we government support with the support of my company. We want to create employment opportunity for those people.
Minimum pay with the workers in Liberia is the 150 US.
Yeah, 150 United States dollar. Yeah, we got 15 people employed.
Very impressive. That's
yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the services you provide. What are those services that you provide for Liberians, and also your coverage, the locations that you currently operate in?
So right now, Manchester, our office is located opposite Rock International School along the Ralphie Highway route. And our current services is mental health awareness, because people tend to overlook mental health. Mental health is a serious issue in Liberia. Mental health not just about people in dirty clothes. There are people who wear dressing coats in offices. They got mental health issue, because issues that are intended for common intellectual conversation, people flame it into actual violent conversation. Those things are signal, signs of mental health, because they should be able to rationalize that this is just for intellectualism, but they don't even follow that. So we realize that these are being one of the serious challenges in our community. Then we also move into the drugs area. A lot of young people, being affected by drugs. We don't see the kind of program already here. We don't have that capacity. But what we are doing right now is to carry on awareness program, telling the harm drugs cause to the body. So these things are yielding results. So these are some of the targeted, especially among the young people, to be able to benefit from the educational and training program we carry on. We conduct training with the Ministry of Health and the Ministry of Gender to be able to help these people. Yeah.
Okay. Where you are operating, is it in Markibi? I'm sorry, I don't know where Rock Hill is located. Is it in Markibi?
Oh yeah,
Maserati?
It's Markibi. So Rock International School is popular in Markibi. So that's what locate our office. But it's in Markibi, the Dwazon area. So Dwazon.
So basically, beneficiaries of your program are from Markibi.
Yeah, Markibi and Maserati, because Markibi and Maserati have the borderline right there. Right to District 6. So we operating from District 1 as far as District 3 in Markibi County. So District 2, District 3, every part of Kakata are all being beneficiary of our program, for our initiative. I mean, we wish we could go as far, depending on the kind of support we receive. Because a lot of people gravitating to the program is really doing well for the people and giving them skills and beginning to understand the issue of mental health, beginning to understand the issue of drugs. People don't even know what they call autism. Begin to know, because people got children, they try to stigmatize them because of disability. So we carry on the kind of awareness program that this child was born with the kind of, deficiency. It's not wish. It's not. So it's a whole kind of thing. It's very challenging, but we are into it. We're into it. So MAGB for now is our starting point, and as we get access to more funding, we'll expand our activities to other counties.
So how it has been being a self-supported institution, working with these people, according to you, over 300 people have benefited from your program from 2021 to today. How it has been getting these people together and maintaining them. What are some of those, challenges that you go through in making sure these people get the required knowledge that is needed?
James, it is very challenging. Even as we are providing services for these people, they still reach out to us and ask us for transportation. They ask us for food. It's very challenging. I mean, it's challenging. At some point in time, we'll never give up because we run dry financially, but we'll try because people actually like the program. They actually benefiting from the program. We see the result. Go to Power One Station, a place called Domastown, Power One Station on Rafi Highway. Most of the women already got skills. We went as far as the Mabankaba area into the bush and created employment opportunity by opening up agricultural farm and providing tools, seeds for these people. So it's I cannot overemphasize it. It's actually challenging. It's challenging. You gotta have a heart of gold, and you gotta be passionate about it to continue. Because nobody just want to have that money, work for your money, and just let it out to people that you don't even know. But again, we saw the good things here in America, and we try to replicate it in Liberia.
Before Kev comes in, do you just train these people and allow them to get into society, or what are some of the things that you do after training regarding reintegration? What are some of the things you do for them?
So what we do, the school make the arrangement, like for the catering area, hairdressing, salon, the school make the arrangement. Go to the school, pay the tuition and everything. They made the arrangement for these people to have internship, after graduation. But some people don't really wish to work for institutions, so they go private and do their own business. So we have seen that and be very successful. So that's how we do it. But we wish we had, the kind of, support to actually have a kind of institution where, we have set it up like a company, and as you graduate, you get a job right away. But again, it costs for money. So we just partner with the school, and the school be able to help us in that direction.
Okay, Kev.
Ambassador Samuel, let me take my hat off to you. A lot of people will not understand the effect of post-war, that after the war, although the war ended and a couple of years ago, but the trauma still exists.
Yeah.
The trauma still exists. A lot of people need to understand what you are doing is helping the country to go about the mental health situation in our country. I take my hat and off to you. Is very, very important in that country, because when you go to Liberia and you go around and you listen how people talk, how they interact, you can tell that mental health issue is serious in Liberia. Even decision making of your own life in the country, you can tell that mental health is very, very important. And I take my hat off to you. People need to understand what you are doing is huge. It's big.
It is. We feel the pinch.
It's huge.
And as we go along in the program, I will reveal something very important that we're also doing in Liberia that people don't know. It's a big deal, but we'll get to that. Depending on the time.
Yeah. So, what are you doing to spread? Coming on a spoon is a start, and again, I will commend you to come on spoon to spread your message out there. I hope you keep coming to spread that message out there. keep doing it, keep coming. So folks should know out there the level of which our country is,
Yeah.
the way we process things, and and the war affect Liberia more than Sierra Leone
Yeah.
because we had war around the same time, right? But the war affect Liberia, right? So your mentor, what you doing, I take my hat to you. But let me say to you, let me ask you this: are you engaging Liberians in the diaspora, not only America, around Liberia in different countries, and see how we all can support you? Because you need support. You need financial support. You
Yeah.
really need support because if we can get this thing on going in Liberia, we will save a lot of lives.
We said
Folks,
out loud, Kev. We were lucky. You see, our, like the institution I work for in the US, WU system of care. If you Google WU system of care, people with mental health, people with intellectual disability, autism spectrum disorder, cerebral palsy. I mean, a lot of disability program. We bring injury. Those are the program we run. And very effective. We got people from 22 states. Our institution was established since 1913. The WU services. So when I see this thing, when I go back to Liberia, I see it live, and no action is taken, and people take it for joke. You build a skyscraper, you build whatsoever in the country. When the people mental stability is not intact, you're wasting your time. Even to go about politics, election, what have people make wrong decision based on the mental health status. People were
exactly,
lucky. Yeah. So
exactly.
it's huge, Kev. I mean, we have tried, own way to go out to people just on a one-on-one basis, not going like public forum, like the Spoon Network. We have not done that before. But just as you said, I mean, we try to use the route to spread the message out there. And Kev, another thing I want to make mention of, where I work, the company is very generous. When the first Liberia came to this company to Wood Service here in Langhorne, Pennsylvania, our company hosted Mrs. Buaka, and we had a good discussion. People are even willing to pay mental health treatment facility in Liberia. I went to Liberia try to set up a global health center in Liberia in collaboration with the company that I work for because they got branches all over in many countries around. Our effort was, I mean, it landed on their ground. I mean, it didn't go anywhere. Nobody was able to push it, so we just left it. But the company, we didn't even stop there. We also recruited people in Liberia. We recruited like 35 principal applicants from Liberia and 15 from Nigeria. So those people be coming to America, they already get our immigration certification, they get our labor certification, they get our approval. Those people come to America to work for our company. So in total, we'll be taking like over 100 people from Liberia, wife and children,
Okay.
at the
All right.
expense of our institution. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Gibson, welcome. Do you have question for Ambassador Samuels?
Actually, I like to jump in when he was explaining. So I don't know the level of work he's doing right now. But with mental health, we all work in mental health. I'm a traumatic brain injuries specialist. If he knows what I'm talking about, it doesn't mean I'm a doctor, but there's a training called traumatic brain
Yeah.
injury. So people like that are working the traumatic brain injury as a program coordinator. It was in fact one of my major work here. So I know when it comes to mental health, and in Liberia, we got shortcomings, and I'd like him to address to that. How is he addressing that? Here in the U.S., if somebody has mental health issues, we have government money like Medicaid that honor rights the person's drugs and placement and all of that. In Liberia, I don't know if you have any experience with the Liberian government putting money aside. Those days, the Ministry of Health and Social Welfare used to intervene in social, social rehabilitation and stuff like that. But today, if you have, the drugs issue, to be able to calm a person with a mental health, to redirect them, to calm them and stuff like that. Is the government helping? Do you know if they have any money put aside for these people who are placed or who are being taken care of, how they are treated and stuff like that? And that's a major issue, brother Samuels.
Mr. Cheru, Kirsten Cheru. None I know of. None.
Oh.
None.
Okay, before we let you go, let's talk about this. Recently, you got awarded with this. How this all came about?
So I think there was some research done by a group here in in Pennsylvania called Pennsylvania Advocacy for Resources, Autism, and Intellectual Disability. They are the lead advocate for organizations that are into the business, that caring for people with disability. So I think they went out looking out for somebody who could fit in that category to receive that award. So this award derived from an individual who is aware of that institution. He passed. He was into charitable job in America and other places in the world. He passed away. So they try to look for somebody to fit in a category. That's how they follow up on the work we're doing in Liberia and even here in the US. Because we're helping people with immigration process. Those that work for our company, I help them. And we set up a workers program with our company. We're going to be bringing over 100 people from Africa on a green card program to work with our company. So when they saw all those things and they threw up, I mean, it was a serious, thorough vetting process to be shortlisted for that award. And we're happy to receive that award based on the work we've been doing since 2021 across Liberia and here in the US. So it's a heart of service award. So I mean the award carries the action of the person. You gotta have the heart, you gotta have the service because it costs for money, it costs for time, it costs you abandon your family, go out in the villages in Liberia. So that's how I was selected for that award. And that award presented in the presence of CEOs and Congress people in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. That was just on May 5th.
All right, Ambassador. But before we let you go, what are some of the ways people can, contact your institution? Those who are in Liberia, if they want to, maybe make their way to volunteer or to contribute.
So we are located on the Ralphie Highway route, opposite the Rock International School. Our office is there, and our contact number is 0886 And our email address is the jbscarefoundation@gmail.com. And our billboard right there. Once you even on Facebook, you can contact us on Facebook. Just enter our name, our website, everything is there. That's the easier way. Here in Pennsylvania, you want to reach out to me. My name, Thomas B. Samuels. You go on Facebook, you'll find it. You go on, LinkedIn, even Google search. All the things we've been doing, Liberia, everything is there. We have won 3 awards since we started, 2 in America, 1 in Liberia. But we have been doing it by ourselves with the help of our company here in the US. So we are open to, expanding our activities. We want to have a treatment facility because you go out in the field, you meet people, they are substance abuse victim. They don't have somewhere to go to detox then. They don't have those kind of activities. You talk to them, they see the need. But again, go back to the same old thing, So we need a holistic approach to this. So we can be reached on the Ralphie Highway, opposite the Rocks International School. Our office open from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday. We got 15 able staff that are out there. Right now, we have incorporated monkey parks into our outreach activities. Yeah, we have incorporated that because that's a new outbreak, viral outbreak in Liberia.
Okay.
All right. Good day. I want to just say this to the brother before you let him go. Look, Brother Samuels,
yes,
the job you guys are doing is very huge and very tedious, especially the kind of governance system we have. It's not any criticism to the government.
Mm-hmm.
In the US, in Pennsylvania, for example, the government assists non-profit organizations and even LSC organizations that are running these kind of programs.
Yeah.
In our country, we have one ministry that is responsible, the Ministry of Health. I don't know the last time they have ever put up money to say if you are in this kind of project, you can apply for this grant and we can give it to you.
Yep.
Or the government on a right, a responsibility, or even just to supply you food.
No.
Or to just supply you maybe one vehicle. Or
No.
maybe one van just for you to put your people inside and move them to
Yeah.
the road. And I think we need to appeal to the government. NGO in America is completely different from in Liberia. In Liberia,
Yeah.
it's a waste of time.
It's
In
In
so bad.
Liberia
America,
is
you
who
get
know
some
you.
money. So I just want to encourage you. You live. I live right opposite you. My house is right behind the Rankin International School there.
Oh, okay.
So when I come, as soon as I will wake up from sleep, I will get past to your area there. So it's a good thing that you are close to me.
Yeah.
But thank you very much, and I don't want you to give up. It's still you will use your own money, and even if you use your own money, like bring people don't understand it, they will still cost you up.
Oh yeah, we experience that all the time. In fact, we go down the community.
But
People want money from
we
us. We carry the
yeah,
services, they still want money from us.
they
So
still want money. They don't
yeah,
know
yeah,
the NGO money that you have. Not all the organizations in America can give foreign aid or foreign grants.
yeah,
Like just few organizations can put money into foreign grant because they
yeah,
are looking at their tax return. They don't
exactly.
understand that. So when
Yeah,
you get 25,000 and you want to make a deal with the 25,000, oh, they may get plenty of money. They may using how they get plenty of money. They
yeah.
forget to know that the services you are
You gotta
running.
account for it. Yeah,
Well, no, we'll talk more, man. We'll talk
yeah.
more.
So
Okay, before we let you go, is there anything that we didn't talk about? We know we're still going to have you again in the
okay.
future, yeah, because we have the political team coming up very shortly. Is there anything that we didn't talk about that you want to talk about before we let you go?
Yeah, I just want to talk about briefly the wood services, wood system of care. So our fire our staff, we recruited, we are able to recruit people from Liberia. It's very important. So we recruited like 35 family heads
Oh,
and 15.
wait. You in America, but you guys still hire people from in Liberia?
Yeah, that's what I want to point to right now, James. We
Don't make people to constant plenty DM to you. Oh. You talking about job there?
so yeah,
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
so my company Wood System of Care. So yeah, Google a Wood System of Care or Wood Services, you see it right there. So we're able to talk to the CEO, the board, and everybody. They approved a project that we're able to recruit 35 family here as a pilot, and we did 15 in Nigeria. So total, we're going to be having like 150 people living from Liberia and Nigeria to Liberia. Going to have like about 100 of them, family, I mean, spouses and children benefiting from our international workers program. The reason why I'm carrying the title ambassador because I run the program. I go to Nigeria, I go to Liberia, and anywhere they got business interest, I go there. So our people be living from Liberia. A lot of them have gotten immigration approval on a green card program, fully paid for by our institution. That was a pilot project. So by the time that the first group arrived here, then we'll be looking into second group, third group, fourth, if possible, fourth, fifth group, and we'll continue. Yeah.
Wait, before we go, you just said something that I see many Liberians now trying to get your number. Before we go, I will let you to read your number out again or any way they can reach you. But let's talk about this. How is the process like? I know you already done with the first batch.
Yeah.
How was the process? Do they pay money before they get qualified for this job? Or
No. It was not money. So what we did was trying to, mitigate staffing crisis. So we launched a pilot. It was a pilot project. It was a project proposal and was approved. So that pilot gave us the opportunity to recommend few persons to start and see what they're going to work. But as God will have it, they work. So they went through the immigration process. They were approved by the USCIS, and a lot of them waiting for visa interview and medical and visa interview on the green card program. So it's called the EB3. If you Google EB3, it will give you the detail. Yeah, that EB3 is I-140 petition that we have to file. So we did that, and today we are saying in anytime from now they can be scheduled for visa interview, and I'll be in Liberia to take them to the embassy. So those people can be coming to America free. We didn't pay no money. Nobody paid money to us. We didn't charge anybody anything. There was no money. There was no payment to that. Yeah.
okay, please let me know when you are in Liberia, when you are about to carry them, so Spoon can be a part of it for Liberians to see what you're doing.
Oh yeah, the reason why we're not going public with it because we know people being coming with a lot of scam and kind of program and extorting money from people. At one time, somebody even attempted using my profile to extort money from people in Kakata and Marshall. I had to go public on the radio station and in newspaper, So ours is straightforward. Nobody have paid money. People who benefit from the program, they rent in Monrovia. We don't want to call that name because when it comes to America business, you know what's up. So we
All
just leave
right.
it at that. Yeah.
Okay, so we will talk to you when that time comes. Thank you so much.
So my number is people ask my number. My number is
Yeah.
So I'm in Pennsylvania right now. So my number is 484-479-7662. That's my number. 484-479-7662. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much,
And my
Ambassador.
email address is jomahs@yahoo.com. So
Okay, thank you so much, Ambassador Joma B. Samuels.
yeah, you are so welcome. And Kev, thank you for your input, Mr. Chero. Thank you. We'll try to be here as Kev advised, to be here all the time to tell our story out there. I mean, we need our help to expand our activities. Our people need it in Liberia. Don't overlook it. Don't underestimate. We'll be in the field. We know what we're talking about. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay. All right, Kev. The honorable and the veteran Liberian journalist, we just listened to our brother. So coming up, the CEO is expected to join us, and the other guys will be coming. And it's going to be political now. It's time to talk politics. But before we go, let me play a video while we welcoming the CEO. He's not here. That's why I'm going to play this video. I know when he comes on, I'm going to go on something. Maybe he will kick me out. Let me play this video, and we can give our thought on it while we are waiting the CEO and his team to come on. I'm using this time to play this video.
No, I'm seeing the president. I think for party. Okay, so how you can compare the CDC, okay, government and the Waka government in 2 years? How can you the GP government? How can you compare Are you saying you vote? Yes. So doing Joriata, how thing will look like? Yeah.
During those days, during the past government time, the free money that was in the country, the free money, now as we speaking, everything is under control.
Okay.
For example, you now working, your brother that representative, your brother that senator, then you getting salary, you stay down in your hall, from January, from the first day of the month to the 31st, you go and withdraw money. This time around, there is no stealing money. Now what today people are saying that we are suffering.
So you are not suffering. Oh, we are not suffering.
I'm not suffering.
How thing process? How thing process?
Thank you.
Okay.
Doing Vietnam, I was struggling for myself.
Okay.
I was finding it for myself. And doing Wakatan and still finding it for myself.
Okay.
Every day God make it possible, I get it. So in my own right, I'm enjoying.
You enjoying this day administration. Okay. So let's move to another person.
Okay. We will go to a commercial break right after this, right? This is not in Maserati County. It is in Plebo, Maryland County, where you have market women talking about the hardship in the country. And credit to WAP TV. WAP TV conducted this street interview today in the market. And this was a debate. Oh, my God. Okay, am I clear? This was this was a debate today between we witnessed it among market women. Some said Baka is not doing anything. Josh Weah was okay, and a single lady was able to overcome them to come with her logic. So let's go to our brother Kev Hassan to give his view on what he just listened to. Kev, this was a debate in the marketplace. We never had politicians there telling them what to do and how to say it. Women had a debate among them, and we listened to them. What do you have to say? Or what's your take on what you just listened to, Kev? Let's bring the counselor on.
Well, it's good that we had this this gentleman who who was talking about mental health situation in the country. There is something called the Stockholm syndrome, right? If people don't know what is that, go and check it. It's STOCKHOLM, Stockholm syndrome. People who clings to the abuser. That's what we're seeing right there from that person who trying to over one person try to overcome what they feel, what people feeling about the economy. The market table explaining when the majority, Jerome and Councillor Gu, when the majority is feeling the pinch, then you get one person. It's like back then they would say, with black people in America or in the Western talking about the black race, right? We need representation. Then one white guy will come. He said, "Well, what about this home Negro who with me?" And the black people say, "That's a home Negro right there." So you can tell me because you have uh, back then when you have Thomas in the Supreme Court, the only black man, they will say, "Well, we have a black man in the Supreme Court," but they rule over the interests of black people. So that's what James is displaying. You get over 50 people in that particular market and say they're feeling the pinch. Then one person came out of the blue and start talking. Then we expect us to listen to that one person. So what about the 50 people who feeling the pinch? That's what we call the Stockholm syndrome. That person is clinging on to the abuser, and the abuser is this government, and that's the mentality, and that's what we need to straighten up in our country, because the kitchen table is speaking, and when the kitchen table is speaking, it means that the people are suffering.
Okay.
You're muted.
I don't think I'm muted.
No,
No, not you.
I
That
was
that
muted.
James.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thank you and welcome, Councillor Gu. Okay, so let's go to Mr. Jerome.
The woman tried to make a logical presentation, but I can see that based on her limitations,
Exactly.
she were not able to make a logical presentation. I will help her. It's true what Kev said. She is stockhamist. It is unfortunate because sometimes if you find yourself in difficulty and you familiarize yourself and you customize yourself with the suffering, it look normal. But here is what I think she was trying to say. She said during the CDC government there were people who were getting paid sitting home. Okay, I will say it this way. Maybe because nobody will be home and be getting paid like that. When we our government came to power, there were thousands of people from the Unity Party that were employed in government. Did not remove a single person from there. They did employ additional people to be able to accommodate them in the system for them to be able to work. So the people that were there when we had met them, they were able to feed their family. The people that we had came and brought into the government, they were able to feed their family. When Joseph Boyka took over, all the people that we have brought, plus some of the people that we have met there, they wiped all of them out of the system. Now I used to take care of my family when we was president. If that $50, I was still getting that $50. But Boyka came and said we don't want them. The civil service agency removed thousands of, someone that said 60,000, someone that said 16,000. I know several thousand of people that were removed from the payroll because they believe that these people are not supposed to be in the payroll. So if they dismiss me, how am I going to take care of my family? So it shortcut my ability to provide for my family. I think that's what the woman is trying to say. Not that people sitting home and were getting money at the time, but if you decide to dismiss 60,000 people or even less of 60,000, 40,000 people from the system because you think they don't deserve to be there. When Boyka came, They said the George Weah government had supplementary payroll at the Ministry of State. Right? Okay. George Weah did not remove the supplementary payroll that he met at the State Department. He maintained them.
No, but
so he asked some people on the supplementary payroll. These people become employees of government, they were receiving pay. When Baka came, they removed all the people that George Weah had there, but they brought new people to put on the supplementary payroll. You see, look, when people are doing something, they don't see the ramification of it. The woman is making sense, but I think everybody, she could be one of those who they can accuse of getting small more money from somewhere. Anybody can accuse her and say she's talking about the government because maybe she's getting small more money from somewhere. But she tried to express an opinion, and I think I agree with her that certain people were getting paid because they were working. Now they're not getting paid. Let me make the last point good day, and then I will keep quiet. When Ellie was president, we had the United Nations into the country. They were giving grant to non-profit organizations. They were carrying out projects. Thousands of people were getting paid from these people. When the United Nations left, when the European Union scaled down, when the IMF, international, all the international aid program that were giving people a little grant up there, when they all left the country and Joshua was left with a crust in a pot. The whole powerful. So don't rest. Well seasoned, don't rest. They ate everything and left the dry black crust in the pot. And they gave to Joshua and said, my man, you can manage to feed the people. So all the people that were employed by international NGO, they are not working anymore. All the people that were employed by UN, they are not working anymore. All the people that were getting grant, they were not getting.
Okay.
And Joshua said, you know what? I'm not going to remove people from power, not because from their job, not because I don't have, but I will struggle to pay these people. And he left them. But Joseph Boyka came and wiped everybody out. That's where the hardship is coming, in addition to the inability of this government to muster all the resources they can have for our people to get on their feet.
So, all right, thank you. So first, the counselor is not here, so let me come in. First, I would love to say you are incorrect to say the government dismissed 60,000 people or 13,000 people. That's incorrect. And you are also incorrect to say the government, that is the Weah administration, met supplementary payroll at the Ministry of State or in government. The supplementary payroll we heard about at the Ministry of State was created by the Weah's administration. And Senator McGill came on to explain how they created the supplementary payroll. The supplementary payroll was created by the then administration to accommodate other people. They believed that those people were not employed. They could not get employed into the system, but they were doing some work. And investigation also went on to prove that that supplementary payroll had mobile money system. That money was going to a single number for more than 100 persons, for more than 50 persons. The money was going to an account. So that was one of the mess that the administration had to clean up. So supplementary payroll got cleaned up. It was now created by the Salif administration. It was created by the Weah's administration, and the former Minister of State came on this platform and talked about it, that they created that supplementary payroll. That's one point. And again, the woman talked about people who were sitting home getting money. Just recently, during the speakership election, we saw a supplementary payroll again at the legislature where we conducted our investigation, and it was proven they had other people working in other agencies in government, but they were still taking pay at the legislature. That's double dipping. Other people working in the Senate still taking pay at the lower house. That's double dipping. Those things were going on. It started from the Weah's administration and they jumped into the Barker's administration. We saw that going on. When we raised that concern, the ministry, that is the CSA, had to come in. They had to come in, and at the end of the day, the legislature had to abolish that supplementary payroll. So I'm still show that you have many supplementary payroll in this government that we don't know about. And there were thousands of them in the WEAS administration where people were getting money. That's why I'm telling you that people were sitting home. Just in 2024, we saw it. People were sitting home getting money when they were not working for government. They were being paid. They were being paid when they were not working for government. So she's telling you money was in the country yesterday because people did not work, but they were getting paid. And if you are not working for money, you're getting that money, you will not know the importance of the money you are getting. You know that. But if you labor for the money, you know how to use that money. So the woman is telling you that people yesterday, they did that. Uncle Sam will tell you about getting money that you did not work for, the way you will use it, and money that you labor for. So she was not in error. She made a very good point. Yes, we will agree that the country is, yeah, the country is not like a bread and butter. People going through a lot, but we cannot say that this government fired 60,000 people. No, there were, I think, about 6 to 7 thousand people after all of the verification, and the legislature had about 280 people who were on supplementary payroll. Majority of them were not working, and some were working but still double dipping. Yeah, we saw that correction. Welcome, Uncle Sam.
Welcome, bro. Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here. How are you?
Yes. So, yeah, I guess you've been following the discussion, right? We play a video. We're talking about it. Did you listen to the lady?
Well, which I've seen so many. I mean, Mawata and beating on Joe Boyka. So which one are you talking about?
We're talking about Mawata in Maryland County telling Liberians that the reason why you see people saying they are suffering, most of them, they were sitting at home, they were not working, but they were getting free money during the WEAS administration, and they were coming in the market every day to use their money that they were getting, the free money they were getting. But this government now closed some of those loopholes, so they will cry. She's saying some of the people you hear crying today, that's why they are crying. And she said at least she's managing. Yesterday, during WEA's administration, she had to labor to make money. Today, she's still doing the same thing. So she's saying, yes, the government is doing well, but people should stop saying it is because of the government that they are suffering.
So, James Goodey, what's the population of Liberia?
5.2.
So how many people in the how many let me finish. Look, please. I mean, you give me an opportunity. So I'm
actually he tried to debunk me, and I wanted to bring him
but Gibson, he asked me, so you go.
Okay, go ahead.
So how many of those people were booted from the government payroll? The ones that were staying home and just getting money. Do you know the statistic on that?
I might not be exact, but I know about 6 to 7,000. I might be wrong. And the one that I have record on here is from the legislature. That's about 200 plus people who were on the supplementary payroll, majority working in government, but double dipping.
Okay, so let's look at it statistically now. So what percentage of government employees or civil servants are domiciled in Monrovia versus the rest of the country?
But can we stay agree that yes,
asking you a question?
Can you stay? No, hello, I don't know. I cannot tell you that.
Great.
I cannot give you that.
So you're giving us a lot of fallacy here based upon the.
Where are the fallacy?
Well, let me finish, sir. Let me finish. You're giving us a lot of fallacy here. That one woman in Maryland saying that people are suffering because people that were on supplementary payroll, they were coming to the market and they were the ones that were fueling this economy, right? So that's what it, but it cannot, that is statistically inaccurate. It does not conform to any logic. It does not conform to any mathematics for the removal of 6,000 people from the payroll, according to you, and which is not even true. Because what you've done, you increased the wage bill from 282 million to 315, including tapping off some people's salary. That's what you did. But the macroeconomic factors, which is purchasing power, where people have money to go and spend, has been greatly reduced, as is evidenced by the people in the marketplace telling you that. And if you don't want to listen to them, if you want to listen to a party apparatchik in Maryland trying to rationalize, okay, gross domestic product formation in her very limited thing it's unfair. So you cannot come here and can't teach us to demonstrate that because one woman said this, so things are much better. Claire, let me finish now.
No, I just want to get something right. Why you think we should also listen? We have 5.2 million people in Liberia.
Yeah.
People who we listen to in the market are below 100. Are below 100, right? Why you think we should listen to those people and say that's the general view of Liberians?
Because
I'm coming 1 minute, sir. And we should say no to another person who's coming out with another perspective.
Okay, great. The answer is very simple. The Unity Party, the surrogates and the promoters of the Unity Party use the same market people in 2023 and 2024 to say that this was the general condition of the population by what? Talking to people in the marketplace, right? That's what you guys did. That was your MO. Okay? So you cannot come in.
I'm not from Unity Party, please.
Okay. Well, I mean, if it looks like a duck, if it quacks like a duck, and if it stings like a duck, it must be a duck. So I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. But clearly, let me
just say what I want
let
to say.
Let me end this. Okay. Look, the perception index of the people in the country, you all have the resources. You are the people in power. You have $836 million or plus or whatever to spend. You can spend $10,000 to do a simple qualitative or quantitative survey to debunk what has been said in the market, but you're lazy. You're unable to do it. So you will come here and bring anecdotal information that has no correlation to the economic conditions in the country. You're lazy. Why don't you go do a survey? Go do a survey and give us that statistic. Pay an independent firm to do that for you because you have the money to do that. I don't have money to go and fund a quantitative or qualitative survey. Since you have the apparatus of the state, you run the budget, go do your own qualitative or quantitative survey to make a determination as to the state of happiness or the state of economic conditions in the country. But to come here and spout fallacies to impress an audience, to me that won't even work with anyone.
All right, thank you. I think even you, others will say the views from you are fallacies because they are not considered as majority views of other people. They will tell you it is partisan views. So let's talk about that. We will go to the counselor. Yeah, before we come to you, the counselor will take over, and right after that, you can come in.
Actually, you are trying to debunk me, and I try to provide.
Can you go there?
Huh?
Can I continue?
Debunk me, and I try
yeah, it is you. I'm asking him. Please allow the counselor to talk. After him, you will come in, and after this, yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. So let me say good evening to all of you. I watched the video. I listened to the lady speak, but I look at her surroundings, and I think she didn't get the approbation of the others to the extent that the other lady even tried to walk away. If you look at the other lady sitting right, her right hand was the way she was. Even looking at her would tell you that it's like somebody talking something. They say, "Is this woman really serious? Or this person really serious?" So, but let's be frank. Everybody would not suffer, and everybody would not enjoy. But our analysis is on the majority. It's not about. It's on the average. Everything you try to project, you project on the average. Out of 10 persons, you do a survey, you ask out of 10 persons, and the number you get from there will tell you how the country is. So I don't think that we should begin to hit hard against those individuals who are saying that the country is hard, is tough. Good day. I don't think that is the best PRO for the government. I don't know. I don't think that that your strategy will help the government, because you are doing the same strategy that the CDC government did that led to it being the first a one-time government. It's the same thing that you and some other people are doing. It's almost equivalent to the issue of counter protest. The people want to protest, other people in the regime will say we'll counter protest. So it's the same way. You want to prove that no, you are doing everything is okay. Like the president said, the country is okay, it's running good. You good and flow when other people want to support that idea, that is good. So when you do a survey and a group of market of women speak to the condition of the country and it goes against you, you then go into the marketplace and look for the one or two persons that will praise the regime and then make the leaders to feel that everything is okay. At the end of the day, they fail. And then you guys will shift again to another government, and come up with analysis, because apparently maybe they have some people as survivor. I'm not saying you, I'm just speaking in general. I think the general view of the Liberian people is that things are not okay. Can we hold the government 100% responsible for the state of the economy? Can we beat on the government the way some will beat on it? For me, I don't want to venture into that, because you know what? I was born in 1978, and I'm sure when I was born in 1978, the price of rice were around 10 cents or two, or whatever the case. When I was growing up, I know we started to buy rice around 85, 86, I think around 20 cents for a cup. By 1990, my uncle told me, he said, now the rice went up to, I think, around $25 to 50 to 50, 25 cents to 50 cents or so. My uncle told me that now you were buying rice for this price. During your day, when you reach to my point, you buy rice, you don't take that, you buy $150 per cup. And we laugh about it. Today, it's almost what he said to me, in the late 80s. When Charles Taylor was president, we were paying $10 from Barnesville on bus to go to town. The gas price was as low as, I think, I think maybe $50, $75 or so. We were buying soft drink for $10, Coca-Cola factory. But when Charles Taylor left, Julie Bryan King, prices went up. When Julie Bryan left, Malaseri King, prices went up. George Weah, prices went up. What our government, all around the world, prices, the economy has gone up, prices of things have gone up. But what other government have done, they have created a situation where the people will be able to meet up with the inflation level. Either increase in the pay, their disposable income, by creating jobs in the country, or by reducing income tax for them to be able to fit in to cover the gap. Because if I was making $100 and I was buying a bag of rice for $50, it means I could buy 2 bags of rice. If I'm still making, if rice goes to $60 and I'm still making $100, obviously I can no longer buy 2 bags of rice. I can only buy one. But if the government want me to buy 2 bags of rice, there are two things the government can do: raise my salary or reduce my income tax. So I'll be able to still meet in the $100 and buy, plus the income tax, the saving, and buy, 2 bags of rice. So what I'm trying to say here is that there will be challenges, but the government should find a way to ensure that the people are able to meet up with the inflation level in the country. That's where we have failed over time. Successive government have failed. And I think that we cannot beat on this one only. Other government fail. Well, we need to give them ideas, right? We need to give suggestions to make things better, instead of us trying to justify the what you do and good other people are doing. It's wrong.
Okay, I'm wrong. I'm wrong to say what someone said, but you are right to repeat if another person comes out to criticize the government. Okay, we agree. We will come back to that. So, but what should I say? What should I say? So let's go back to Jerome right after.
We are talking about progress. We're talking about progress. You want the government. My point of view, if you want the situation to remain like this, that's why you are justifying that. It's okay.
Are you telling me that this government,
I'm saying no. I'm saying to you, I'm saying to you that we cannot beat on this government as the way other people beat on because there's a systematic issue. But the problem is what can be done to allow the people to meet up with it, to offset the inflation level. You are saying that
structurally this government is terrible as compared to the previous administration that you work in. Are you telling me structurally the administration is terrible?
Hello, I work in the chancellor government.
I'm talking about the recent administration.
No. Don't limit.
I'm not going to say that.
So I'm telling you, don't limit.
Regime. We know what happened in Liberia. Then
don't limit.
System.
Don't limit. Don't limit.
Are you telling me structurally our government was better than this government? So we should not talk about progress being made in this government. You're telling me that we as administration was better than this administration?
Now, I'm telling you,
we should sit and take your view as a law and gospel. Okay, go ahead. We will go to Jerome.
In the issue of prices of basic commodities. I'm not in the country.
This is 2025, Chief.
But then the problem with you is you want to be a moderator, you want to be debating at the same time. And then I see what
I'm debating, bro. Yeah, go ahead, Chief.
So you wait. You give me 10. Yeah. You give me 10, my man.
No, but I will correct you when you are trying to. I will correct you when you try to manufacture.
You have to be tolerant to allow me to speak, then you can correct me.
Yes, go
exercise
ahead.
tolerance.
Okay, Councillor, can I come here a little bit while you reconstruct your point?
I'm not reconstructing any point, Gibson. I'm straight on my point.
No, sometimes you can rephrase your point.
I'm not rephrasing anything. I'm direct.
Okay,
I'm saying to you, I'm saying to everybody, from the day I was born up to now, prices have continued to go up.
What are the contributing factors to this?
Give me a chance. Give me a chance.
No, but you should be able to give us contributing factors.
But I said it. I said create jobs, increase disposable income, or what you do, you reduce income tax.
You are giving us solutions. I said contributing factors, not solutions. You're giving us solutions to what we can do to maintain the increase of prices. I'm telling you, what are the contributing factors to increase of prices?
Because the world is expanding. Even you, if you build a house today, if I want you buy a land for $1,000, if you don't put anything on that land, the value will probably remain the same, or maybe one more year after. It will, based on the surrounding, it will increase. If you build a house on it, the value of the land will increase. If you put everything in the house, obviously your rental will increase. The house that you are paying $50 for 5 years ago, you are no longer paying $50 for it because why? You have electricity now. You may be having running water. So all of those things will increase the price. So as the prices increase, something must be done to allow the person who is making money to rent be able to save more money, get more money to be able to meet up with the increase in price. That's what I'm saying. The world is expanding. Technology is taking over the world. When we were born, we had the round telephone. Today we got cell phone. Today we got AI. There are a lot of things happening. So you must be able to do something to allow the people be able to raise money, because the money they're making now, I'm making $1,000 today. If prices go up tomorrow and still make $1,000, I will suffer. I will complain.
All right, thank you, Councillor. Thank you, Councillor. We will come back with this to conclude and then move. We now have a communication from the government of Liberia, right? The government of Liberia just issued a communication, but let's go to Gibson. Gibson said wrongly corrected him. Go ahead, Chief.
So I'm trying to. It was good that you spoke, but I don't know if you came across the analysis of the Ellen government in the title of the article is Cleaning the Civil Service Payroll Post-Conflict Liberia 2008 to 2011. Have you read that?
No.
Okay, I will send it to you. But here is the problem that we have in Liberia. When Ellen came into, first of all, supplemental payroll are people who are not civil servants, but they are working in government. For instance, if Gibson become the Minister of State, Gibson will have a special assistant who carry his great briefcase. Gibson will have an office boy. Gibson will have different people who do different things for him, but they not necessarily have to take civil service tests and be considered civil servants. And those people are the people they call supplemental payroll. If you are arguing here, Brother Good Day, that in Ellen Johnson government, the Minister of State, the Deputy Minister of State, the Special Assistant to the President, all of these people, the office of the advisors, the office of the legal advisors, all of them did not have people who were working in their offices who are not civil servants. Then on the list, for you to say that Ellen did not have supplemental payroll. We did not know the amount of people in Ellen government who were supplemental employees. It was in George Weah government that we get to know that people were in George Weah government that were supplemental employees. And even as we dread on, the Bwake administration now they have supplemental employees. The same pattern that they condemned George Weah for, the same thing that they are doing at this point in time. I may not be very much 100% with the number of people that are in the supplemental payroll right now with this government, but George Weah own was published. I think 1,000+ people. But right now, we have somebody was telling me the other day that it's double in this government. We are yet to see that number. That's number one. Number two, the people that George Weah that the Bwake administration dismissed, whether 6,000, whether 60,000, whether 13,000. The point I was trying to make, and I may agree with you on your until we get new figure, 6,000. Let's take 6,000 for example. Brother, good day. George Weah government, nearly 3 years of George Weah government was COVID-19. Nearly 3 years of his government was COVID-19. International business broke down. Government earnings broke down. Government revenue broke down.
So can we hold that to come back to talk about contributing factors of the Weah's administration?
Let me 10 seconds. I'll let you ask your question. Even with all those situations that George Weah was incurring during the COVID time, George Weah did not dismiss people he met from the early administration.
But that's wrong.
And when the Bwake came, who did not inherit any national or international phenomena or epidemic that will crumble national economy, he still dismissed. Let your figure 6,000 people and calling them people who are not supposed to be in the system when he did not have that situation.
Yeah, thank you.
What is a parity of argument here?
No, we will come to that. We will open a new debate to talk about contributing factors of the Weah's administration failure in the first 3 years. So, we received Patrick. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. It's good to be here tonight.
Okay, so we you have a very terrible feedback. Yeah. Okay, I just muted him. We just received this communication, right? We will come to this right after the commercial break. After the commercial break, we will come to this. The government of Liberia has issued a statement, and this statement is directly about Senator Edwin Mervyn Snow. We will come to this and talk about it right after our commercial break. So let's go to our commercials and talk about them, and after that we will come back.
Is it in the chat room? We can get in the chat room?
Yes, it's in the chat room. Please check the chat room. You will see it.
Thank you.
It's in the chat room. Yeah. The government just issued that statement, and it's mind-boggling. Let's begin with this.
Looking for one place that does it all? Come to King V Multipurpose in Newark. At King V Multipurpose, we offer photography and printing, flight and travel bookings, money transfer and financial services, graphic design, custom t-shirts, passport photos, business support, and so much more. At King V Multipurpose, we are also specialized in immigration consultation. Visit us today at 515 Clinton Avenue, Newark, New Jersey, or call us on our numbers. Better still, you can email our CEO, King V Swari. King V Multipurpose, where service meets satisfaction.
Are you a W-2 employee? If so, this video is for you. I want to show you how you can legally avoid owing taxes. Even though taxes are withheld from your paycheck every pay period, but you still end up owing taxes at the end of the year. And you wonder why. It is not your fault. It is the tax code and the progressive nature of the tax code. We all start from 10% to 37%. So the more money you make, you're going to gravitate to another tax bracket unknown to yourself. So I can help you solve that problem for good. Okay? Now, you can text me or email me. My telephone number is 973-967-9510 or paul@yahoo.com. Call me and we'll be able to help you resolve your tax burden going forward and for good. Just for a little fee. Don't worry, this will solve your problem going forward. Thank you, and yes.
It's the Win Liberia jackpot. The Win Liberia jackpot. The Win Liberia jackpot on Spoon Talk. Spoon Talk. Yes, the Win Liberia jackpot is here. For just $200 Liberian dollars, you can win from 20,000 Liberian dollars, 50,000 Liberian dollars, 100,000 Liberian dollars, 200,000 Liberian dollars, 500,000 Liberian dollars, and up to 1 million Liberian dollars. For the Win Liberia jackpot on Spoon Talk, dial *255*2#. That's *255*2#. The more you play, the better your chances. It's the Win Liberia jackpot, the Win Liberia jackpot on Spoon Talk Live for just $200 Liberian dollars.
In today's breaking news, CEO of Liberia's largest company, Garjay Enterprises, Mr. Peter Garjay, has been taken into custody this morning. Am I interrupting something?
Not exactly.
I have a job for you. What do you need me to steal?
We want you to go to Mr. Garjay's office, seduce him, and get us some information.
I was told by some ladies
They made a payment in cryptocurrency.
they went away with some of my best cars.
Every time I see you, I see trouble.
What if I told you this was a $500 million job? If we're able to get these investors to these investment-worthy properties and convince them.
She and her friends have double-crossed me and took me out of millions of dollars.
You actually came to a Frester to look for a solution to pay the airline?
Who is this lowlife? Trash of a thing that you brought invading my space.
When will the money be paid and what's the location?
Did you make the drop?
If anyone threatens you, I can guarantee you protection.
Jackie, we have a deal. If not, this entire thing is gonna be compromised.
You have 5 hours to bring the money.
What are we going to do now?
We do what we know best.
I ain't telling you shit! Hey, Gifty, I need a car and fake US dollars. ASAP. Hurry up and make that drop and leave.
Leave that building now. The police are closely on you guys.
Hold! Listen to me. We can make you a deal.
You don't have to come looking for me and my girls. We're coming to you.
Where is my money?
Where is my friend?
Where's your goddamn money?
Okay, okay. This also is a commercial, so let's do it shortly, and then we begin. We want to say happy birthday to Officer Terrence M. Dowie. Today is his birthday, and his wife in Pennsylvania is sending this birthday treat to him, Mr. Terrence M. Dowie. We want to say happy birthday to you. And I'm told he's also a follower of Spoon Talk. He's a member of the Liberian National Police, but I'm told he also follow this program. His wife is sending this treat to you. So, Officer Dawe, your wife, Princess, is thinking about you. Princess Dawe is thinking about you as you celebrate this birthday. Your beautiful wife. Wow, she's beautiful. Sorry, bro. I'm talking about your wife, Beauty. So happy birthday to you, brother, as you celebrate this birthday. Wow. Hey, love in the sky. Happy birthday to you, officer. Thank you for your service to our nation and continue to serve. I'm told you are one of the hardworking police officers in Liberia, and some of your friends even told me also that you are very hardworking in the Liberian National Police. So happy birthday to you again. All right, we are done with that. People pay for these commercials, so sometimes we have to take a break and go to them. So I guess we all saw the communication in the chat room, right? Gibson, did you see it?
Yes, we did.
Okay,
yes,
Kev, do you have it? Kev, do you have it? Okay.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. I thought you taking instruction from former Representative Gray.
I do. I have it.
All right, so let's just read the first paragraph, and then since we all have it, we can go straight to it. Statement by the government of Liberia, Capitol Hill, Monrovia, May 24th, 2025. The government of Liberia condemns recent irresponsible and inflammatory statement made by Bomi County Senator Edwin Snow, who is also a member of the ECOWAS Parliament, in which he vowed to use his connections at the sub-regional body, ECOWAS, to ensure the failure of the government of Liberia, led by who? President Joseph Yuma Boakai Sr. Who? This is a big communication. The government of Liberia has written a communication accusing Bomi County Senator Edwin Mervyn Snow of knocking his chest to say, I'm going to make sure this government fail, and I will use all of the connections that I have in my lifetime from the very day my mother born me to today. I will use them to make sure Joseph Boakai will not succeed. Liberia will suffer. Liberia will fail under him. So the government is now telling us that, and this is what the senator said when he appeared on Spoon Talk that day. And it was, I think, one-on-one with the CEO. I think Brother Kev was there. This was the statement he made. And after that, we will come to it.
So he doesn't do better than his groups?
I think he will do better.
I think he doesn't, so we can move him from power.
What do you think is the problem?
I actually want him to be a one-time president, so he doesn't do better than his groups.
Let's play it again for people who just tune in. Let us take some key points. I think he should not do better. He should do this. Let's play
he
it
doesn't
again.
do better than his groups.
I think he will do better.
I think he doesn't, so we can move him from power.
What do you think is the problem?
I actually want him to be a one-time president, so he doesn't do better than his groups.
Yeah, but Papa, I'm on the show. Go.
Hey, Kev.
Okay.
Kev,
Okay.
you are not muted, Chief. Okay, I just muted him. We listen to the senator. So let's go to Uncle Sam. Sam, your best friend, President Joseph Boakai administration, has come out with a communication saying that a senator has vowed to make sure that his government should never succeed. And we listen to the senator. Did he say it? What's your take on the communication?
But let's be very clear. This is childish on the part of the government. Very childish.
Why you think so?
Because this same Edwin Snowman had dinner with President Joe Barker a few days ago. So I mean, how do you rationalize the both actions, right? Edwin Snow made his remarks, and he was invited to have lunch, breakfast, or dinner with the president, and they issued some conciliatory statement there. What is precipitating this now?
The issue what? The issue what?
They issue some statement, and even if they did not issue any statement, the pictures
no, Chief. We want to give the right information up.
Yes,
Was
but
there
listen
a
to me.
statement issued by the government?
If they did not issue any statement, the optics from there, the pictures were a picture speaks better than 1,000 words. Pictures speak better than 1,000 words. So the fact that they took pictures and they put it in the public domain, they tell me that was a statement. It may not have been an official statement, but the object from that was that it was supposed to be conciliatory. So how come a few days?
James, please let me come in.
No.
I'm not finished yet.
Sam is still talking.
Yeah, I'm still talking. So this is a challenge on the part of the government. And number two, this government is very knee-jerk in terms of how it views criticism. This is a government that came to power by doing everything to undermine the administration of President Weah. They had Weah step-down campaign. They had all kinds of things about Weah was doing, bringing cushion to the country. All kinds of things to calumniate. Calumniate, but what I mean is to spoil the character of the CDC government. That's how you came to power. And people didn't fight you. People didn't make official remarks on those statements that you were making. But so why are you so sensitive about criticism? It tells me that you don't feel that your 21,000 vote margin that you had in 2023 is sufficient enough to keep the public narrative the way you want it. So you're scared. But how can you go and have dinner with Joe Barker, then the same government again? Are they coordinating? This looks like a policy dissonance. This looks like incoherence, and it really looks like somebody who doesn't know what they're doing.
James, let me make something clear here. James, can you let me make something clear here?
Yeah, Kev, go ahead. It's you.
Let me make something clear here. Uncle Sam, James asked a specific question. Did the senator said it? I will use my connection at ECOWAS.
But everybody knows that's not true. Everybody knows it's not true.
Sam,
everybody knows it's not true.
Sam, we know you're correct. Everybody knows that's not true. But we should condemn the lies of this government, what it's saying. They try to butter it up. They try to fix it. Edwin Snow never said I will use my connection. Edwin Snow is an opposition to the government. Edwin Snow is an opposition of this government. The idea of what Edwin Snow is trying to say, let's line it up. And Sam Jackson, let's line it up. If you're going to use your power to water down the Supreme Court, yes, you should fail. Yes, you should fail. If you're going to use your power to destroy the justice system, which we depend on since post-war, the fabric of our nation, what we depend on, yes, you should fail. If you're going to use your power to enrich the 1% and go on that the middle class, Uncle Sam here, economics, you know, the market table are suffering right now. Yes, you should fail. So they shouldn't run around and say, administration say, I will use my ECOWAS. He didn't say that. Some of us said we want this government to fail because of their policy. Their policy are not in line with the average Joe. The average Joe is speaking by the video, the evidence of what the video is showing on Spoon. That's what the average Joe is speaking. If they're going to enrich the 1% and leave the average Joe in the market to suffer, yes, I want this government to fail on the policy. So don't come here. This government should not come here and start calling the
So you
sub-region
want your own statement to
ECOWAS.
come out?
Yes, I want this government to fail. Me, I want this government to fail based on the policy, because the policy are not in line with what the average Joe is speaking in the market, on the market table. Once once the Liberian people feel unjust to the government, this government should fail. This government should fail.
All right, Kev, thank you. We appreciate you. Let's go to can we read a full communication? Gibson?
Edison never says he will use his ECOWAS influence. He never said that.
Yeah, yes. Kev, please, thank you. We know you lost, so you are still angry. I understand the pain. I've been in our shoe before. I contested a presidential. Yeah, you can read from your end. I contested election before, and I feel I was angry before in my school. I know you were enjoying.
Oh, so you're saying that you understand, so you're on the other side.
I know you're angry. Yeah, go ahead, Chief.
No, I'm not angry. I want the government to fail on the policy.
Yeah, let's.
The Ministry of Information, Culture Affairs and Tourism statement by the government of Liberia, Capitol Hill, Monrovia, May 24th. That's today, 2025. The government of Liberia condemns recent irresponsible and inflammatory statement made by Bomi County Senator Edwin Snow, who is also a member of the ECOWAS Parliament, in which he vowed to use his connection at the sub-regional body ECOWAS to ensure the failure of the government led by President Joseph Newman Boakai Sr. Mr. Snow declared that he will, quote, do everything possible, including using his connections in ECOWAS to make the Boakai-led government to fail, even if it means discourage foreign direct investment to Liberia and making the country ungovernable.
He never said that.
Kev, can you please allow the speaker to flow? Kev, we are not at the CDC headquarters.
It continues. The government of Liberia reminds Mr. Snow and other officials who may hold similar thought that no citizen is licensed to undermine his or her own country and government by vowing to use ECOWAS internal institutions or other international organizations to either promote their selfish ambitions or plot destabilization. The government of Liberia calls on all sub-regional, regional, and international organizations to ensure that such plan by Mr. Snow and his collaborators to undermine and destabilize the Liberian government is not actualized. Liberia continues to remain a champion of peace, security, and economic integration within the Mano River Union, the ECOWAS, the Economic Community of West African States, African Union, and the border international system. The government assures the citizens of Liberia that it has the capacity to, at all times, meet its obligation to the Liberian people and will do all it can to succeed, keep their country safe, ensure stability, and prevent those wishing to cause chaos from achieving their intention. The government concludes by urging the Liberian people to work continuously with and lend support to their government to meet their needs and build a prosperous nation. And this letter was signed by, I think, the minister's son, but I look at there's a signature and just say the Minister of Information, but I think it's the minister's signature.
It says minister. The stem says minister. You see it?
Yeah, it says minister.
Good day. Sorry, no, Gibson. He just read, so let him continue.
Yeah, look. First of all, I'm not 100% on whether Snow didn't say he will use his connection at the Capitol. If you have that clip, I think he said many other things. I'm not 100% on whether he said he will use his connection at. He didn't say that, but I just want to point out a few things. What Snow said that he will use his connection to he hope. This is what he said. Let me just first of all state what I heard. He said, I hope he doesn't succeed, that he failed, that he doesn't do better. I hope he doesn't do better. He said, I actually want him to be a one-term president. So if he does not do better, we will make him one-term president. That's what I heard. I just wrote the quotation down as he said it. If there's additional quotation that we haven't heard, we'll be glad to listen to them and make an informed judgment. But good day. Let me ask a general question, not to you per se, but to anybody. In 2019 and 2020, there were two different protests that were held in how do you call it place, Washington D.C. Those protests were called on the United States. There was COP and supporters of the Unity Party government. They call on the U.S. government to put economic sanction on the Georgia government. To say I will do as an individual, to say I will hope that he doesn't do better and he fails so I can take over as president. And a whole group of people, including a political party, asking the United States government to put an economic sanction on the Georgia government. Which one is greater? In my view, the economic sanction is greater. Because if the U.S. government put an economic sanction on the Liberia, it's not going to be just the U.S. government. It's going to be the European Union. It's going to be the African Union. It's going to be ECOWAS. It's going to be all the people that the United States government deals with, UK, France, all of these people that help Liberia to grow. They will all back out because U.S. control a large portion of international decision making. But this was not the United Party government and the COP in 2019 and 2020 when they had a rally, one of which I attended to report. And they're asking the U.S. government in a statement, put an economic sanction on the Georgia government.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Which one is greater? For one individual to say, I will do something to make sure they can fail.
Was it a Unity Party that said that, or
Unity Party supporters?
Yeah.
And supporters and COP led our group.
Okay, so those were supporters
that who went there. Baga didn't go there.
Yeah.
If you have more than 10 United Party people supporting one cause as opposed to one Snow saying something, I think the collaboration between the United Party and the COP to call on the U.S. government to put sanction 2 times, calling on the U.S. government to put sanction on the Liberian government because Georgia was not doing well, because Joshua was corrupt.
No, but Chief, I want us to get something right. You keep saying Unity Party.
I so Unity Party supporters, I keep saying.
Yes, so it means that Unity Party as an institution did not march to Washington and say we want you to put sanction on the government, like Kev said.
I disagree with that. Let me tell you why I disagree with that.
No, I'm coming. I just want to get something right. Like Kev is saying that I want for President Walker to fail. Other supporters will say it is not the CDC. Supporters of the CDC are saying it.
Okay, so let me ask you a question on the reverse. When Joseph Boakai had a press conference in 2019, 2020, during the June 7 protest, when he said he support the protest and asked all Unity Party people to attend that protest. Was it Unity Party as a party or just Joseph Boakai saying it?
Good question. He spoke. I attended that press conference. I was a part of it.
Yes.
He spoke as an institution, saying we support the party. And there was another person who got punished, who went with different direction. The former chairman, Wilmot P. He had another press conference where he said Unity Partisans should not go there. This is different from what you're talking about. But go ahead, I will come in. Go ahead.
Yeah, but women people expel.
Can you please allow us to finish? Are you done?
So I mean, look, basically, we're trying to make good day. Edwin Snow is just an individual. He's not even the head of the NPP, even though he voiced me a lot in the political dispensation in our country.
Do you know the position of Snow in ECOWAS?
That's what I'm saying. His position means a lot.
Okay.
So I do agree with you that his position, based on his position, statement made by him will be taken seriously, much less than what statement made by Kev Hassan or made by me. Even though we are on the platform where a lot of people.
Kev, listen. He's
but
telling
Jerome,
you something that's making point.
But Jerome, he did not say. He did not say. He did not say that.
Can you please allow the speaker
I'm going
to
through the video now. The video
Yeah,
of that interview. I'm going through it now to see if the quotation, because good day, you must remember now, the Ministry of Information put it in quotation.
Yeah.
So they must be very sure of what they are putting in quotation. And the quotation says, I'm sorry if I will read that one more time. Snow declared that he will, quote, do everything possible, including using his connection in ECOWAS to make the Bouaké-led government fail, even if it means discouraging foreign direct investment to Liberia and making the country ungovernable. That's chaos. That's rebellion, ungovernable and unstable until he Snow become president. This is what the Ministry of Information put in court.
He did not say
that. Very sure.
Kev,
very
we
sure
still
that
have the
said
counselor, and I am yet to speak. Can you allow us to go through? We will come to you.
Go ahead.
Jerut, please conclude so we can go to the counselor.
Yeah, so I was just trying to say that before you post something in court, maybe you have something that we have not seen yet, or we didn't listen to the whole video and we didn't apply ourselves to it. So I'm going to listen to the whole thing again to see what really Snow is saying. Does Snow really say he's going to destabilize this government?
But did Snow say that he want the government to fail?
Yeah, Snow say, I hope they don't do better so I can become president. Because when they fail, it gave me the opportunity to take over and make it better. That's what he said.
So the statement also says Snow said he wants the government to fail so he can become president. That is correct.
So, but did Snow say, I want the government to be destabilized?
No, I'm not going to that point.
I answered your question already. I answered your question already. I said, Snow said,
I did not
want the government not to do better so he can take over.
Jerome, we should argue on what the communication says. The communication, that's what we should speak on.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Yeah, please, let's give chance to Gu to speak, please.
So I listened to the recordings and I tried to write it down. So it begins with this. Snow said, so if he doesn't do better, then it is good. Do you think he will do better? Question from Stanton. Snow replied, I think he doesn't. So we can move them from power. I actually want him to be a one-term president. So if he doesn't do better, then it is good. So the first thing is Snow did not say he hoped that the government will not do better. He said he thinks that will not do better. If we quote it, he didn't say, no, give me a chance. I read the statement. You
Can I
listen
play
to
the
it
video?
again.
Let me play the video.
I wrote it down.
Please,
I'll give you 1 minute.
I will give you
play the video.
So he doesn't do better than his groups.
And he will do better.
I think doesn't so we can move them from power.
What do you think is the problem?
I actually want him to be a one-time president, so he doesn't do better than his groups.
Okay. Go ahead, sir.
So you listen to it. Did he say, I wish? He said, I think he doesn't. And I want him to be a one-term president. So if he doesn't do better, then it's good for us. Because we don't have a good ground for him to be removed. Where now in this video, except maybe in other videos, But where in this video now that the quotation that I see in the letter that he talked about using power, using connection, using this.
Thank you.
Where? Let's be frank, Woody. It's wrong for us to misinterpret people. It's wrong. The young man, whether he hoping he had or so, he praying he had, that's one thing. But the expression did not say that. If somebody is trying to interpret, if somebody is trying to imply that statement of I think means this, is a different argument. But to place it in quotation, and we all listening, you play the first time, you say he came out, you say you hope. Even Jason says, Snow say he hope the government, and which they did now, I say I hope. He said, I think means that maybe he observing certain things that he believes that they won't deliver. And so if they don't deliver, then obviously it will be a pathway. And obviously, the only way the opposition can come to power is when the sitting government does not deliver. Simple. That's the only way you can come to power. If the sitting government delivers, you will not get a chance to come to power. But he say, I'm hoping that I'm praying, I'm on my knees, I'm fasting. Did he say I will use my connection in that clip, that particular clip that you played?
He did not say that.
So that be frank, this is wrong. Secondly, I told you people the other day about reconciliation. Secondly, right after Unification Day, I think it was the following day, it was this whole reconciliation meeting between Snow, the president, John Mikanga, all them took pictures, they smiling together. Imagine after that, after May 14, today is the 24th, 10 days after May 14, the government comes with this statement. Not even making a statement before May 14, not even making a statement after, because I think Snow made a statement a month ago. Not even making a statement after, not even coming to react to the statement after. You waited until you people had the band and the president had a reconciliatory meeting, only to come on now with the statement on this. That's different. Some people can be embarrassing the president. I sometimes beat on the president for a decision he made, but some of the other people too in the government can really be an embarrassment. This statement should not come up. For me, it should not have come up. The government played and showed a very professional role when Snow made the statement. They didn't count on him. They didn't care for him. They left him. That was the best thing they did. They went to reconciliation. Why come on now with this statement? Why open wounds? Why? So I think first thing, the quotation in the letter from the video that was played, there's nothing there that he said. So that is a complete misrepresentation of what he said. That's the first thing. Secondly, that letter, that press statement should not have come out today, especially after everyone's in a meeting, a reconciliatory meeting with the president and this very man. I know they trash all of those things out.
Goody,
that's my
position. Can I ask a question?
No, I have to talk. I beg you.
Okay, go ahead.
We will come to you. Okay. Thank you so much. Let's go, right? Let's be fair. Our Liberian politics, we can talk the politics and get done with it. Even me, today, there are things that I will say today. When I get in certain profession, people will judge me according to what I said. That has one of the professions that you have to be very careful when you are making statements has to do with the international relations or the international community, right? If you get on Spoon or I get on Spoon Talk today and then start wishing death upon people or whatever, and tomorrow the government of Liberia happens to send me on an international function somewhere as ambassador or whatever, people will say, hey, the international community, we will not allow this guy. What is the position of Senator Snow? Let's take it from Liberia. Here, let's take it from Liberia. Senator Snow, I'm told he's part of the security committee of the economic communities
Did he
of
say
West.
those
I'm
things?
coming.
Friend,
Can you please give me 1 minute? Can you please give me 1
Did he
minute?
say?
You cannot
Did he say
disrupt
those
me.
things?
No. Hello, you
Don't say
cannot
anything here,
disrupt
man.
me. Give me
Ah.
chance. Let me talk, Chief. This is not time to get angry. Snow
No,
is
I will get
hailing.
angry with you. I will get not just angry. I will get pissed off
angry
with
and
you
you cannot stop me.
Because we are
This is
speaking
not
on
legal
something
affairs.
directly.
We are not discussing legality. We are
With the right,
discussing
you speak on a statement, a quotation.
Can you please allow me to talk? We are not discussing legal matters here.
Who they use to the kind of things, so I'll let it deal with that. My nephew.
Yeah. So in the international community, you have to be very careful about the statements you make. Most especially when you are one of the high-ranking decision makers in West Africa. Senator Snow has been around West Africa in countries that had coup d'etat, like Mali and so forth, bringing peace. If that person would get on the radio and say, I want this government to be friend with you, I did not listen to him saying, I will destabilize the country, I will do this. But this guy is hailing. This guy is hailing.
But James, let me ask you a question. James, can I ask you a question? Yeah, I understand. But this is crossfire now. Let me ask you a question.
Let's go. Crossfire.
Okay, well, let's go to the communication. The government. The government. I want you to look on it. Forget about Snow. What they put on it. Did he say those things? I want you to address that.
Kev, in communication, there is something called the theme of the communication. What is the theme of Snow's conversation? The theme of Snow's conversation is he wants the government to fail. You go
did he say he want the government to be destabilized?
So Good, let me come in here, Good. I beg you.
Let me conclude. The Economist. Let me conclude. In the international arena, you can ask any other person. You cannot be at the UN or at the ECOWAS or the AU and then get on national radio and make certain statements. It will haunt you in the international community. And be very careful. I'm hearing that the government of Liberia is about to write ECOWAS, the president of ECOWAS, President Tinubu, to recall Senator Snow. And the government will have a point. Though when we come back to Liberia, we will talk the politics, but you cannot be chairperson or co-chair on security in a West African state and then get on radio and bring your national politics in it to say, I want this government to fail. When you are from that mother country, you have to be very careful. Though the statement in the press conference, I did not listen to the full interview. I did not listen to him saying that, but the theme of his conversation is he wants the government to fail so they can take over. That's what he said in his communication. Okay. I want this government.
Okay, so let me say something quick.
This is government. Why will you mislead your people?
That's what he said.
Okay,
I played the conversation. And again, just to conclude, I'm coming. In conclusion, Mr. Sam Jackson said the government is intolerant. I don't know why. But this time, during the last administration, there were radio stations that people were running after. People were being chased. Somebody had to be Bono in a cartoon to leave the country. Today, do we have any radio station that is being closed because they are criticizing the government? The answer is no. Have we had any Liberian who had to run away from Liberia because he criticized the president and they were looking for him to prosecute him? The answer is no. Tokpa from the ANC before he issued, they came out with their book. The government started to look for him. He had to run away. We went there, the media. We went at the border and we were with him. We brought him back to town. We saw many people leaving Liberia during the last administration. Are these things happening today? No. So why are we bringing politics into this? This is strictly international affairs. They are not looking at him as a Liberian senator. Go ahead.
Okay, so if you did any course in political science, you know that politics is adversarial. It's like a football game. You want your opponent to miss goals. You want them to fail so you can win, right? Let's just take a practical example.
But we're looking at his position in the international community.
Let me finish, sir. Let me finish. Let's take a very practical example here in the United States where I'm sitting today. The Democrats under Biden proposed a very robust immigration bill if you can remember, Gibson. And that immigration bill was negotiated by the Republicans and the Democrats, and they agreed. But Donald Trump did not want to take that advantage away, so that the Democrats could not have that advantage of doing immigration reform. He called all the Republican representatives and senators and told them not to back a bill that they had negotiated, so the Democrats could fail, so immigration could be a serious, what do you call it, thing? Serious factor in the Democrats' laws. That's how politics is played. What I'm concerned about is when the Ministry of Information uses quotation, inflammatory quotation, quoting an important individual who did not say anything close to that. What they're doing, they are maligning his character. They're trying to undermine his relationship with ECOWAS. And then you also said because he spoke freedom of speech, he's susceptible to be recalled by the government of Nigeria. No, that's what you said. Well, let me finish. You are talking about you. You use your own mouth. Nobody force you. You say you heard the government is about to get to ECOWAS. To recall.
I got that information.
Good day. Come and relax yourself. Count from 1 to 10. Okay? Count from 1 to 10. I'm using your own words. Your own words. Say you an insider to the Unity Party. You're one of the surrogates that on the social media and on Spoon and other networks.
So are you a surrogate of the opposition?
Yeah. So you are saying that you have information from your own, from the government that you support, that they will use all levels of pressure against Edwin Snow to ensure that he is recalled from his position at ECOWAS. Despite the fact that Edwin Snow has done extremely well involved in a lot of crises in the ECOWAS region, he's done extremely well promoting Liberia, because you have a political difference with him, right, which is not consequential as far as I'm concerned, but you're going to use the power of the Liberian presidency to call, you said they will call Tinubu to remove Edwin Snow. That is childish.
Because the statement sounds
and let me finish. The government that you support killed people. November 7, 2011, they killed people at CDC headquarters. Harry Greaves disappeared. Okay? Allison disappeared. There were other cases of Mola Molu and other seditions that were taken to prison on numerous occasions. You know that. Ooh. But you saw that in 2019 on June 7, they gave you water. The We Are Step 9 campaign that Joe Bucker endorsed. So do we talk about intolerance? Talk about the intolerance of the Unity Party. Talk about the intolerance of the Unity Party. So clearly, it's all about politics. It's not about what Edwin Snow said. It's strictly for this Unity Party government to deflect and divert attention from the key problems in the country, which is affecting my water in Yekwi town where I live.
Let me take 30 seconds here to say something. Look, there are two messages that were sent by the government press release. One message is that Snow said he wants the government to fail. The other message is that Snow wants to destabilize his government. So if we decipher the two messages, when you put the two messages in the same quotation, we want to believe that the man must have said that. But from all empirical evidence that we have shown on this show today, Snow did not say he wanted his government to be destabilized. That left us with the other scenario. The Snow say he wanted the government to fail. Councilor, thank you. I went back and listened again on my other screen here. Snow said he thinks the government should not do better so he can take over. But there's nothing wrong with the Minister of Information quoting Snow directly and still reacting to his statement. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. And those of us journalists and lawyers, there are two things we have. We have two things we have in common. One of them is the exactness of people's quotation. When you quote to journalists, the journalists want to make sure that the quote you gave him is the right quote. Just as lawyers don't go before the judge and make a false quotation of witnesses' statement. That's deception to the judge. And our own judge is the public. So you and I are in the same boat, Good Day, that why would a Minister of Information give us a quotation that exists nowhere? In fact, the way they quoted the whole thing, it doesn't exist in Snow's statement. If you look at the whole quotation, the quotation says he will do everything possible, including using his connection in ECOWAS. Does that exist in Snow's statement today? That's no. Even it means discouraging foreign direct investment in Liberia. Was that in Snow's statement? No. Making the country ungovernable and unstable until he become president. Is that existing in Snow's statement today? No, it's not in. So where they got a quotation from? Where did they get a quotation from? They could just say Snow said he wants to make sure that the government fails so he can be president, and we think that's not the right way to deal with your own government or to reach your government. It's free speech. They can say that. But what they said is putting Snow again. And let me just tell you, Good Day, you and I are more occurrent as journalists with government action than most people in the country, journalists, because the president does not, and I think Sam will agree with me on this. The president does not have to say, kill this man. He doesn't have to say that. Just by making comments negative comment about the people in the presence of security, some overzealous security people can take it up to certify the president. What they did today, they just put Snow life at risk. Telling the security people from the Ministry of Justice, say, they may say you make our government unstable. The overzealous security people can go at Snow tomorrow morning. And then the government will say, we don't know anything about it. Well, you know something about it. You just lied that the message will destabilize the government. Now your security people who are overzealous are taking up the challenge to go and eliminate the man because they don't want him to destabilize the government. These are the problems we have in our African government. So I think the Ministry of Information, well, while they have the right to make comment, I think they should be able to withdraw these kind of comments or even make the exact comment and it's a debatable thing. But I just want to say I disagree with the quotation. I still believe that Snow spoke as an individual and has no part to play as opposed to other people who call for sanction against another government. But we can continue to discuss this thing. And before I go, I was just listening to another show, the subsequent show that Stanton had with a group of other panelists, and Snow was speaking, clarifying his own statement. He clarified his statement before the statement came out today. So if the man clarify his comments before you wrote your statement, what is the need of writing that statement again? Let's say Councilor Good said, Gibson, I'm going to slap Gibson. You will never live to tell a story. Gibson get angry, said they may trying to kill me. But 2 days later, before I even spoke to other people, Councilor Good came by and said, no, I didn't mean I was going to kill Gibson. I just meant that maybe when I was slapping, he will feel it very hard. So that's what I meant. It didn't mean I would kill him. He already made a clarification. 4 days after the clarification, I said, who said you will kill me? What am I trying to do now? They may already clarify and come and say, I mean, what you're thinking.
So meaning they should forget about you, you just go free because you said,
oh yeah, they should clarify your statement.
Even if you do, people will still you will still be on monitoring list. People will still monitor
you. I will monitor you, government.
Yeah, Councilor.
You see, the government people are going to monitor Snow like that because of that statement, right?
Oh yes, but we saw it with Dillon when Senator Dillon said he was still the presidential vehicle.
Oh, that's different. That's different.
Yeah, he came by, he clarified, he said, "Oh,
no, he didn't clarify. He said he apologized."
Yeah, he apologized, rather. He
said, so they apologized, clarified.
And until we are left, he was under the radar of the security.
But man, you say you're a student president. You will tell your supporter to student presidential convoy. Are you not putting the life of your
and you say you want government to fail?
So that's the same
as the chair of as one of the chair or a high-ranking officer in ECOWAS who has been going to countries that got overthrown by military people.
Say that.
Did he say he wanted government to fail? That's the point.
I said to say that I hope he feels so he should not.
No, he said even hope. He didn't even say hope. No, he didn't use the word hope. That's the point. Good day. Good day. That's the point.
The video will play it. I mean, I am the one who talk. I did voiceover.
But you didn't say hope.
The video will play.
He didn't say hope. He didn't say hope.
The councillor did not talk. The senator did not talk about the government failing. He did not talk about it.
No. He didn't say he hope. No, he didn't say I hope. He said I think. I think.
Yes, I think the government should fail. So it means you are wishing good for the government.
I think the government will fail. I think the government will fail. Not should fail. My man, good day. Go listen again. I wrote it down myself. I wrote it down. What I'm saying to you, good
yes, go ahead, make your point.
When you make a statement, right, it is subject to interpretation. But when we are quoting you, we cannot quote our interpretation. No. We have to quote what you said, then we can interpret what you said. So if all of what he said means that he wants the government to fail, that would be in interpretation. That Mr. Snow said, he thinks this, he thinks this. In our view, that we say, in our opinion, in the minds of the court, you will hear, this is what this person meant. So it's different from you writing and quoting and saying the person declared, and you put it in quotation.
Let me interrupt you. Senator Snow said, I hope he doesn't do better.
Okay, let me see.
Yeah, he said, I hope he doesn't do better.
You play again? Maybe I didn't hear that part.
I'm coming. Let me upload. This is like 17 seconds. Let me upload this. Go ahead. He said at the beginning, he said, I hope he doesn't do better. Yeah, go ahead. I'm coming.
Good day, we have exhausted the topic, man. Let's go to the next topic, man.
So good day. Good day, me close. You play that video, you're not here say I hope. So let's forget about that argument. You play you're not here say I hope. You say I think doesn't do better, and he doesn't do better, it will be good for us. Because he wants to be one-term president. What I'm saying to you, that press statement, good day, the quotation therein is wrong. And when it comes from a government, it even places Honorable Snow into a very dangerous position. That's the point. It places him into a very dangerous position because it is now him against the government. It is now the government saying that he wants them to fail, and even to the extent of destabilizing it. That places it in a very dangerous position, and it's wrong. Misinterpretation of his statement is wrong, and it should not have been issued in the first place. But assuming without admitting that they still thought they need to issue it, they should not have misquoted him. They should have used that particular quotation as an interpretation of what he said. That would have made sense. But the quoting, it was wrong, and I think anyone saying it is it's a misstep.
The Minister of Information will soon withdraw that statement there. Trust me, that's how they are. They will withdraw that statement there. So what are you doing? Waiting for you now.
I hope why even things that Uncle Sir, I hope that somebody will come and say no, this thing will fake into the AR statement, and it will be okay, no problem.
Yeah, I can accept that.
Yeah, we'll accept that. Yeah, we'll accept it.
Good day. We're waiting for you now.
Okay, the topic. 1 minute. So let me just do this so the councillor can listen. At the beginning, the very first statement that came in, I hope. Listen to it.
And so he doesn't do better than his groups.
I hope he doesn't do better.
No, he never said that.
Listen again.
Play again.
So he doesn't do better than his groups.
I think.
I hope he doesn't do better. Listen again. Listen again.
No, you listen again.
Listen. But even hoping is not anything. To hope somebody, I hope the girl be my girlfriend, does not mean the girl will be your girlfriend.
But it is a wish.
I hope the girl
when you are hoping for something, it is your wish. When you hope for something, it's your wish.
Nephew, I beg you.
Nephew, I beg you.
No, but it is a wish. A hope is
nephew.
A wish.
Nephew, I beg you. There's no hope. There's no wish in that statement.
No,
There's no
I'm
hope.
not saying
There's
he
no
said
wish.
this thing again. Let me play.
So he doesn't do
Hey,
better.
good day.
Then he will do better.
I hope
It's not
he
easy to
doesn't
say.
do better. I hope he doesn't
Hey,
do better.
good day. There's no hope. No, good day. Forget it. There's no
Let's
hope
go.
there. I beg you. Nephew, lead a thing here.
Then he will do
Lead a thing here, nephew. Let them go fix the problem. You can't fix it for them. Let them fix it. I beg you. Leave it. Thank you.
Yeah, but James, and James, let's go to the reality. Jerome and Sam Jackson.
Edwin Snow responded to them. Oh, you
Yeah,
want to read it?
yeah. Read it. He responded to them. Read it. Yeah.
Okay. Let me read it in my Liberian English. I have just come across an unfortunate and deeply troubling statement posted on the official Facebook page of the Ministry of Information, purportedly attributing to me inflammatory and irresponsible remarks allegedly intended to undermine and destabilize the government of Liberia. While I take steps to verify the authenticity of this publication, I wish to state in the strongest possible terms that I categorically reject and condemn any such false and unfounded allegations. Should the statement be confirmed as authentic, I will immediately call for a full, independent, and transparent investigation into these malicious accusations against my person.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
I will send it to you. I will put it in the room.
All right,
yeah,
so
I got
I
it.
thought Kev, I was talking.
No, but I was talking. I just
No,
gave.
I will soon send a good day so you can put on the screen.
Yeah, I was talking, James. I just gave Sam Jackson to read that statement. Sam,
Okay, go ahead.
Sam, and you've been around for long in this in government, different government. You're a very intelligent man, smart man, know this country, know this politics. But for the Ministry of Information, we're talking about the government to put out a misleading information.
Kev, it is not misleading.
Let me finish
But
now.
there are parts that should be corrected. You can't say the statement is misleading. No, Kev, stop. You can't say that. There are parts of the statement that we do not agree with.
Freedom to speak.
Yeah, let me speak.
We should not allow him to dribble and go with.
To the man.
James, Sam, and Councillor, Jerome, let me ask you, because James is the moderator, I will leave him there. But let me ask you guys, right? With this statement, there's no tape, no footage out there shows that Edwin Snow went on the radio on Spoon and said he wants this government to be destabilized. Sam Jackson, you've been around a responsible government. You have spoken to a responsible leaders. To see this kind of amateur and misleading statement from this government that we are seeing after I think about a week ago or less than a week ago, Edwin Snow, they had a lunch with the president. He sat with the president, Jose Iman Bokai. And Jose Iman Bokai did not say anything to Edwin Snow and say, Edwin Snow, what you did, it was wrong. You go against my government to set the record straight. And I can confirm to you, Jose Iman Bokai said to Edwin Snow, I understand your statement. I get it. Let's move on. You understand? I get it. Your opposition. But to go back and start Edwin Snow in the back and call his information minister to put this up, Because what I'm getting that Joseph Imamboka himself called the information and ministry to put out this statement. What say you, Jackson?
Thank you.
No, you're asking me. Let me answer.
No, I said Sam Jackson.
Yes. Look, Kude, Jeru, Councilor Go. Clearly, the information arm of this government has failed.
How?
Right. I give you a clear example. The resurgence of Class Reloaded. The resurgence of Class Reloaded is a clear manifestation that the government does not believe that the Ministry of Information and its other public communication officers are doing well.
Good day in the chat room.
Okay. And you know that Class Reloaded. And Class Reloaded is bringing in government officials, managing directors, and others who's supposed to be doing our work. They're coming on for hours on the social media, trying to what? Reinvent the narrative of the government. But you already have the
Is this really about Class
press secretary? Let me finish. You have the Ministry of Information. You have the Liberian Broadcasting System. Then you have Director of Communication at each government agency. When you feel like you have the need to augment, what it means to augment, it means that something that not doing good for you to come to go fix it. So that's what the Class Reloaded doing. It means that Jeremy Pierre, they're not doing their job. It means that Kula Fofana not doing her job. It means that Eugene Fango not doing his job. Because if they were doing their job, there will be no need for you to spend extra money to come to talk to y'all about what the government is doing. So the government itself has a minute.
Please let me ask you one question.
Let me finish the last thing on this thing here. The fact that the government of Liberia, after Edwin Melvin Snow has sat with Ome Joe Boyka, they have broken bread together.
Exactly.
Together and taking pictures with key members of the administration. Key members of the administration. For them to come on a Saturday, which is not a working day, for the Ministry of Information to come and issue a statement, it clearly says to me that the Ministry of Information is not coordinating with the government of Liberia, the presidency. Because how can you rationalize this statement? Yeah, you cannot rationalize it.
It's from the mantra.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jackson. So I don't want to talk about Class Reloaded because I know the government of Liberia has not announced that they have started a radio show. Yes, so I don't want to talk about that. The government of Liberia has not officially started any radio show in Liberia, but workers within the government have their own radio show. That's another something. I don't want to talk about it. That's another debate for another day. All I know, the government has ELBC as its official radio station that even you are allowed to go there. Class Reloaded or Class Incoming or whatever is not an official
When was
platform.
the last time ELBC had an opposition, Samuel Jackson or any opposition on ELBC?
When was the last time a Samuel Jackson ever made an attempt to tell ELBC I want to appear? And they denied him.
Good player, don't fight for Jesse. If they want my intellect, they want me to say something, they will invite me.
Oh, okay.
Then, until then, as a subject matter expert, you call me.
So until then, you cannot say they deny you.
I'm going to go pay you cannot say they deny you.
So until then, you cannot say they deny you.
I'm going to go pay Eugene Fangon to go on ELBC.
Can I go
so
ahead?
Good day.
I beg you,
So
man.
good day. 30 seconds. So good day. You see now what it means about interpretation, right? And you see what it means about quotation.
About what?
The government had not said that it open any platform for dissemination of information. Good.
Yeah.
And you are fine. Yeah, you are enjoying that justification. But now, which you are right. Correct. Uncle Sam is interpreting that platform to mean a platform organized by the government. That's interpretation. But in quotation, it is not. It's the same with Evans Snow. He did not say. So
yes,
you
and
again, wait. Now, good day. Give me chance. My nephew, give me chance. So the same way that you try to find way inside to turn the thing to hope, because from T and H, the difference is why. But still trying to turn T thing into H, hope, to bring it back. Try, and you are clear to say to Uncle Sam immediately that the government have not announced, which you are 100% correct. It's the same way we expect you to be balanced and say the quotation in the letter is not what Honorable Snow said.
I already said that.
But this is the interpretation.
Yeah. I said the theme, my conversation was surrounding a theme of a conversation. I said, as per the video we listened to, the theme of that video says the government should fail. I think the government should fail.
Yeah, but that's not what we're discussing. We're discussing
information. The discussion was the letter. The first thing we should have discussed the letter and see what the quotation was correct. If the quotation is not correct, we clear and say it's not correct. Then we move to interpretation.
Again, I have not listened to the full interview as per what I listened to.
James, this letter is correct.
The letter is correct, but there are problems.
James, you serious?
Yes.
Okay, let me ask you: if you say the letter is
problems,
correct, did Edwin Snow say he wanted the government to destabilize? Did he say that?
I did not listen to Edwin Snow saying that, but I listened to him saying the government should fail.
So if you did not listen to it, because I know you listened to all the tape on Spoon, you are the back engineer of Spoon, so you did not listen to that. So why the government put this on that?
I'm telling you, the letter did not lie. The letter said Edwin Snow made a statement that he want the government to fail, and that is true.
Did he say he want the government to be destabilized? I will use my
echo. Did he say that? Did Edwin Snow say that he wants the government to fail?
Jim, I think we should just leave it.
No, I'm coming.
This is a circular argument.
Did Edwin say
circular argument, man?
James, what they saying here is they're saying that Edwin Snow said, "I want the government to be destabilized. I will use my power." In the first paragraph of the letter, did he say that?
Kev, Senator Snow said he
wants... did he say that? You cannot answer that.
Senator Snow said he wants the government to fail.
No, man, let's make progress, man. Let's make progress.
The government should fail. So what is wrong with me telling as an opposition saying this government should fail? What is wrong with that?
Okay, this is what's wrong with it. You can say it, Uncle Sam can say it, any other Liberian can say it, there will be no problem. But it's Snow saying it on a national platform, there are problems. Why?
So never say he want this
government.
Can I finish, Kev? Any other Liberian can say, I want for this government to fail now miserably. There will be no problem. But it's Snow saying it on a national platform, there are problems. Why? Snow is not just a senator. He's beyond being a senator. Who is in the sub-region?
Okay.
I'm told
I got your logic.
Okay.
Let me put it the other way around. Is something wrong with a person saying if the people try anything, there's country?
No, I did not understand you. There was breaking.
If people try anything, this country will no longer exist. Is there any problem with it?
There are big problems with it, but nobody said that.
Did Joseph Boyka
did not say it. He did not say it. He did not say it.
What did he say?
So Joseph Boyka did not say
that. He did not say it. This is what we call misinformation. These things happen.
What did he say? I want to learn.
President Joseph Boyka. President Joseph Boyka made a statement. He said, if Weah comes back to this country, if he gets re-elected, this country will feel You can add the other
No,
statement.
no, no,
Can I bring the statement out? Can I bring the statement? I still have that statement with me. You know,
Yeah.
the fact
No,
checkers,
not reading the video.
the video. I want to bring the video. The
Bring the video.
Fact
Bring the
checkers
video,
did
boss
it.
man. Bring the video.
Fact checkers did it. Stage media did a fact check.
No, you can put it up. You can put it up.
I'm telling you, I'm trying to go to stage media. They did a fact check and they brought a video up.
I really don't have time for another person doing another thing.
I saw quoting Kennedy Bogart then. Quoting Kennedy Bogart then would be that when the CDC government wins, the country will be finished.
Yes,
that's a direct.
That was
direct
what he
quotation.
said. That if
I can play the video.
No, that's the edited version of the video you have. The edited
So
version.
that is the quotation. Now coming now to it. So that is the quotation.
That was
the
what
country
he
is
said.
finished.
If CDC wins, the bureau is finished.
No,
that one is finished.
Hello,
No,
the one
that-
you
I mean,
listen to is the
listen,
edited version.
Let's take it.
That's an edited version.
Now, bro, feeling on the country will be no more than the same thing.
Yes. That if
Now that the
we are
quotation.
wins, the country is free. There will be no more. Yes, that
Thank
was
you.
an edited
So that's-
version that you listen to.
So that's the quotation, right? It is that quotation now people will begin to interpret.
Yes.
What did he mean? That's why opposition now decide to say he meant that he will bring war, he will bring chaos. You on the other side decide to say no, he didn't mean that. It means that the CDC government will drain the country.
Yes.
So that's the interpretation. So that is the same thing happening now with Evan Snow. Evan Snow did not say he hoped. Evan Snow did not say he wished. Evan Snow say he think. That's the quotation. So your interpretation.
I can play a video. I can play a video if you want, but
I said that's the edited video you have.
No, the man said.
Uh-huh.
The man said if they think they're going to steal this election, they are lying. Because if they try it, that will be the end.
No, he did not say that.
Do you have a video? Can you play it for us?
I'm trying to get the video. I'm trying to get the video. It was edited.
Jerome,
you are breaking it.
What you just said, if that contrary to what you say, someone else will not be on the show. Play it. Exactly.
Kev, I think you will never return to this show. And I'm not even sure. I'm trying to get a video, Kev. I'm trying to get a video.
Maybe Kev return will be to will not be tonight. That's why it means.
I'm telling you, because it's about to go out.
Councilor,
I give me put in the chat room.
exactly what is what is
no, I don't think that. I think how probably. I don't think that was the direct quotation that Jerome gave.
That was a direct. That was a direct.
Kev, go ahead.
I think I heard that.
When I lay my hand on that video, if I can't play it here, I will post it on my page.
That was it. No, play.
Kev, I'm on the show. How you expect me to be getting that video?
No. Jerome sent it. Take it from there.
Jerome sent is an edited version. It's an edited version. We can't play it.
But let's see the edited version. Let's see the edited one first. Then you put the one out edited.
No, not you. How can we bring some information that was edited already?
That's what, you see what James is doing. You see that?
But let's put that one there first.
No, it means we are just helping to spread misinformation.
You see, James will not play. James will not play. Jerome, please.
He said if CDC wins.
I put in the chat room. The man can go ahead and in fact.
James will not play.
You can click on it while it plays. You can share the screen and just go to it and it will come straight.
No, that's the edited version. How can we do it?
Jerome, try it. Jerome, you always do that. Try it. Let's see.
Okay, so let me play the commercial one more time, then we will come back and clap our hands and call it a day. Yeah, let's do the commercial and then call it a day.
Looking for one place that does it all? Come to King V Multipurpose in Newark. At King V Multipurpose, we offer photography and printing, flight and travel bookings, money transfer and financial services, graphic design, custom t-shirts, passport photos, business support, and so much more. At King V Multipurpose, we are also specialized in immigration consultation. Visit us today at 515 Clinton Avenue, Newark, New Jersey. or call us on our numbers. Better still, you can email our CEO, King V. Swari, King V Multipurpose, where service meets satisfaction.
Are you a W-2 employee? If so, this video is for you. I want to show you how you can legally avoid owing taxes. Even though taxes are withheld from your paycheck every pay period, but you still end up owing taxes at the end of the year. And you wonder why. It is not your fault. It is the tax code and the progressive nature of the tax code. We all start from 10% to 37%. So the more money you make, it's going to...
In today's breaking news, CEO of Liberia's largest company, Garjay Enterprises, Mr. Peter Garjay, has been taken into custody this morning.
Am I interrupting something?
Not exactly.
I have a job for you.
What do you need me to steal?
We want you to go to Mr. Garjay's office, seduce him, and get us some information.
I was told by some ladies
They made a payment in cryptocurrency.
they went away with some of my best cars.
Every time I see you, I see trouble.
What if I told you this was a $500 million job? If we're able to get these investors to these investment-worthy properties and convince them.
She and her friends have double-crossed me and took me out of millions of dollars.
You actually came to a Fruster to look for a solution to pay the airline?
Who is this low-life trash of a thing that you brought invading my space?
When will the money be paid and what's the location?
Did you make the drop?
If anyone threatens you, I can guarantee you protection.
Jackie, we have a deal. If not, this entire thing is going to be compromised.
You have 5 hours to bring the money.
What are we going to do now? We do what we know best. I ain't telling you shit!
Hey, Gifty, I need a car and fake US dollars. ASAP.
Hurry up and make that drop and leave. Leave that building now. The police are closely on you guys.
Hold! Don't shoot! Listen to me. We can make you a deal.
You don't have to come looking for me and my girls. We're coming to you.
Where is my money?
Where is my friend?
Here's your goddamn money.
It's the Win Liberia jackpot. The Win Liberia jackpot. The Win Liberia jackpot on Spoon Talk. Spoon Talk. Yes, the Win Liberia jackpot is here. For just $200 Liberian dollars, you can win from 20,000 Liberian dollars, 50,000 Liberian dollars, 100,000 Liberian dollars, 200,000 Liberian dollars, 500,000 Liberian dollars, and up to 1 million Liberian dollars. For the Win Liberia jackpot on Spoon Talk, dial *255*2#. That's *255*2#. The more you play, the better your chances. It's the Win Liberia jackpot, the Win Liberia jackpot on Spoon Talk Live for just $200 Liberian dollars.
There's an issue with James.
Hey, James, are you there?
I think the Indonesia tie with Gina.
Yeah, I think his and we can't do anything with the picture going on.
Yeah, but we can still continue even if
Yeah,
the
I
picture is
think
there. We can still continue if the picture. I don't know what's happening in the studio.
Are
Let
you
me
hearing me?
call, yeah, let me call the studio and see what's going on.
Are you hearing me? I'm back.
Okay,
I'm
You're
back.
okay,
there.
bye.
Yeah, I think my network had problem. So happy birthday to Mr. Dawe. Today is your birthday. Your wife is thinking about you. So okay, I think we are back, and thanks to all of you. So basically, those are some of the things that those are the things we had to talk about today. Uncle said, you want to say something? What is it?
Me, I know. I finished seeing what I want to say. I mean, you don't want just want to stick to the thing here. What the people allow Edwin Snow. Edwin Snow didn't say that, but you want to say that the man said he would destabilize the
I
country.
did not tell you that he said he would destabilize the country. I said
Yeah, but you
his
wouldn't even
message
admit
was
that the government was wrong to say that.
the government was not wrong.
Why you say the government was
But
not wrong? But the government,
there
the,
were
the
issues.
government, the government misquoted the man. They put it
No, there
they
are
put it in
problems with the
quotation mark. And you say
communication.
the government not wrong.
There are
Man, the
problems
other
with the
government support be
communication.
there. You're not even tell the truth, Seba.
Come again?
You're not even tell the truth, Seba.
Yeah,
You
but I'm
can't
supposed
even
to
tell the truth, Seba. If the government did something, you can say. You can say the government. You want to say the emperor, the emperor got it wrong.
And why is damn naked? But can can I close one closing? Can I close my
You will be the
closing?
last to close. When we leave now, you will
Let me
close.
close that. I'm 2 o'clock.
Yeah,
No,
go
no, no,
ahead.
no, James. My closing. I want to speak to Councillor Gu. My closing. I
Okay,
want to
go
speak
ahead. Go ahead.
Councillor Gu, and you're man of law. I don't know if we're realizing the danger happening in Liberia. There's a danger that happening in Liberia. This country, this government is breaking down the rule of law. They're taking jobs from you guys that represent either the poor people or prosecute criminals. There is something going on in our country that the only thing we had
Kev, are you
actually,
serious with what you're saying?
my man, let me close now. I'm speaking to Councillor Gu. He's a lawyer, right? I There is something going on in this country.
Imagine a man who supported a government that ran beyond almost everyone that
There
criticized
you
him.
go. There you go again. You're not giving
Yeah,
me
go
chance.
ahead.
Close.
Intolerance of the man. The man intolerant. You know they want. I told you.
Yeah, yeah. There is something going on in the country. Since post-war, the only thing we had to hold on is the rule of law. For us to have a redress. When there was no redress in years back, what we end up to 250,000 people die. You are a lawyer. You spend your time, the passion of law, the passion of justice, and that's where I believe in my heart that you choose that field. But they're taking you guys out of business. They're taking you guys out of business because if I have a case in Liberia right now, I will not call nobody because I know I will not get justice because of this government. I want you to the reason I'm pushing you to look at that part is that when there is no rule of law, anarchy take place. The country gone, and this government doing everything to break that. Everything, and sometimes people don't look at things in a certain lens, right? But look at the first step of this government. Before they do anything, the first step they did is break down the rule of law and start to implement the things to go on with the lawlessness. Number one, They knew they were going to remove the speaker. The first thing they did is to disobey the Supreme Court on LTA. That's the first step. That was a sign coming. They disobeyed the Supreme Court. So we knew where they were going. Since June in 2024, they're plotting to remove the speaker. Jose Imamboka himself told Fanatic Kofa, I don't want you, and I quote, anybody can ask Fanatic Kofa, and I quote, I don't want you to be a speaker. Jose Imamboka organized this, orchestrated that, sponsor it, everything to remove Fanatic Kofa. Councillor Gu, as a man of law who went to school for us, whether be a defender or prosecutor, this is where the country going. I wish you could come next to
yeah,
me.
Kev, thank you.
This is where the country is going.
So let me
we are heading to the dark days. We are heading to the dark days. Please, my brother, speak on that.
Okay, so good day. I will speak then I close.
Yeah.
So we've spoken about the pattern of the abuse of the rule of law, the disrespect to the law. We spoke about it on several occasions. We spoke recently against the action taken by the majority black who were clear that they committed treason against the republic. We even said the president's action to even say he will continue working with them was treasonous as well under Article 76, paragraph 5. Do we still hold that view? Yes, I still hold that view. Do I still believe that those persons who violated the Constitution, stood against the Supreme Court opinion, should be penalized when the dust settles? Yes, I believe that. I also said that there was a breakdown of the rule of law in the country where war was here, and we had to go to the round table to decide to bring some of the very people who broke the law, to bring them to power, to get them jobs. But it still did not erase the fact that the wrong was committed and they can be held accountable. That's why you see today we are pushing for war crimes court. When the dust settles, we can pursue them, at the appropriate time. But I think where the government is now, for me, where it has reached, I don't think that those bad and ugly acts of the 2024 leading up to the elections of the new speaker will continue. I don't think so. I think too much have been done. Too much abuse have taken place. I think he has reached to a cut-off point. It's almost like the point of a transition government. After fighting, you go to the table and you settle, you move on. That's what I think it is. So going forward, I think the government could be more careful on how it approaches some of the issues of rule of law. That's what I think. If it continues, then we will continue to speak to it, and those are recipe for chaos. It's clear. The reason why we went to war is because the rule of law broke down. Everywhere, all the countries where you're seeing the crisis, the rule of law broke down. People's rights were not respected. Other people, the government became corrupt. They start going after oppositions. A lot of things happen. So when the rule of law breaks down, anarchy takes place. So those are the things we spoke to. We still believe that they were wrong done. Can those wrongs be corrected? I think they have tried to correct some, but can they be penalized for the wrong that was done? Yes, they can be penalized in the future if another government comes and decide to take action against those who committed treason against the republic. So I will urge our people to remain law-abiding. I will urge the government, I will advise the government to maintain its respect for the rule of law, the oath, to support, uphold, protect, and defend the Constitution and laws of Liberia. To the extent they said, bear true faith and allegiance to the Republic. So I think we should hold on to that. So taking people from job, well, those are normal things. For me, I want to say really a victim. I should have been appointed And as assistant minister for litigation, I wasn't. There were a lot of reasons. There's one major reason why. I understand that, so I didn't care. But I stay with the government. I still a prosecutor in the government. I just far from where I sit, and I still do my work. I still perform my duty as I took oath to do. But I will not shy away from saying when the government does wrong, outside anything outside the law, I will not shy away from saying that is wrong. Especially so when I'm questioned on any issue of legality, I will have to say what the law is. So I will maintain that position. So in closing, I would like to say that and to thank all of you for being on the show.
Before you close, 1 minute. So to Uncle Sam and Kev Hassan, did you listen to him? He's still a prosecutor for the Liberian government, but he can still criticize the government. That is to tell you that the government is not going after people who criticize them. He's
but even the
working in the government, getting paid, and still representing the government of Liberia, but he still comes on Spoon Talk and say, hey, Mr. President, you are wrong. Mr. Speaker, you are wrong. And, speak the facts. True. So that is the government. Mo Ali did it yesterday. They took him to Maryland County. Other people did, they fired them. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
And that's thank you. Before you go there, I frown on Mo Ali. Because I tell you the truth, I remember when I took a decision on the CC government, I didn't start talking law issue only on the UP government. No, I started way before the CDC. I was the OKFM morning show legal consultant. When they called me, I would say what the law is, and people in the CDC have problem with me. Even Kev Hassan, no, they are real issue with me. To the extent that at one point they told me to resign because of a decision I took independently in the interest of the country. And at that point in time, yes, I agree with you.
Did this government ever tell you to resign?
No, I've not. Nobody has told me. I know that.
That's the difference.
But the problem is, I told them that I would not resign, and you can choose my assignment. If you send me Grand Crew, I will go to Grand Crew because Grand Crew don't have cows. That human being living in Grand Crew. I will go there and I will perform, and you yourself will want to bring me back to town. So I frown on Mo Ali for not accepting to go to Grand Crew to assess the situation in Grand Crew, make a report, come back to the government and say, look, you sent me to Grand Crew to do a piece of job, but these are the things that I'm lacking. If I cannot get these things, then I cannot continue.
The government accept your founding on the case of Shalom Musu.
Huh?
On Shalom Musu, that happened on that Shalom Musu case. Did this government accept your founding on the Shalom Musu case?
No. But there's a government, but there's a reason why I was not given the job. So we're past that stage. The reason why I was not.
So the government went against you and did not give you the job because of your Shalom Musu case, right?
You forced him to resign, but
wait, James.
No. I mean, look, Kev is different. In this government, I was being promoted, AMR to be promoted, right? They say we cannot promote you because of XYZ reason. But they didn't say we will dismiss you because of XYZ reason. No.
But they did not promote you. But they did not promote you. They did not promote you because of that case. So that means you are penalized. I mean, you are penalized. You are penalized on
wait.
Kevin, you can't
wait.
I was denied. I'm coming. I was denied an opportunity to take a step ahead, which is a political decision. Okay. Yes, it's not his
job.
No, but
he was right.
But he was denied. He was denied because of his family. Somebody was killed, and he found out and prosecuted the killer, and the killer was found guilty and was sentenced. This government overturned it and punished him for him not to go ahead. Am I correct, Councillor?
You are wrong.
Councillor. Kev. I don't like to speak about this thing because we are past it long time, been over a year. So we are past it. let's forget
No,
about
I
whether
just
our
want the
promotion.
government to know that
Yeah,
you were
1 minute
punished
now.
as
Yeah,
a
1 minute.
No,
Yeah, 1 minute.
no, I don't.
You
I don't
prosecuted,
want
Pastor Go.
prosecuted Shalamusu, you got
Yeah,
a
1
Gloria
minute
Scott,
now.
I mean, you prosecuted
Kev,
Gloria Scott,
Yeah,
you
1 minute.
prosecuted Gloria
Yeah,
Scott.
1 minute.
No, Jerome,
Kev,
Jerome,
Give
let
me
me
1 minute.
finish
Give
this.
me 1 minute now. Let me
Kev, 1 minute,
I was
please.
not
Go
comment.
ahead, Jerome. Okay, go ahead,
Pastor
Jerome.
Go.
I
For
was
me,
spoken. Yeah,
my
Gibson.
understanding was there were nomination made. One of them was Bobby Ratio or Ratio.
Bobby Livingstone.
Bobby Livingstone. And I think you were one of those who were recommended for the positions, and they withdrew. Okay, that's why I just wanted to make sure. So you were recommended by the Justice Minister, and then they will rejected you. They remove your name from the nomination
because of the Gloria Scott case.
Listen,
Because of the
Kev.
Gloria Scott case. So he was wedged on because of the Gloria Scott case. He prosecuted Gloria Scott.
So,
He
Kev,
got
can you please
evidence,
allow it?
and they sentenced Gloria Scott. And because of that, he was punished and will withdraw on his on position.
Okay, we
So what you
agree.
about this?
So we
let
agree
me
now. Give it chance to
let me
talk.
address that. Okay, let me address that, right?
First thing, now. I mean,
first thing, now entitled. No, I'm coming now. No, let me just clear this out. First thing, Kev, I was not entitled, right, to working to being promoted in the UP government. I didn't support the government, so it was an opportunity that was coming for me. I did not lobby for the job. I was just recommended based on my record. Somebody said this person can do the job. So if they didn't give it to me, fine. The only problem that I had was it would have just been better you would join it than to withdraw it because of that reason. That was the problem I had before. But I had no entitlement to the job.
There you go.
So that's it.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you
So
go.
yeah, so I had no entitlement to it. Yeah, fine. But they did come after me to say, oh yeah, they meant a bad prosecutor. He told Emerson we're moving from here. We must assign him, reassign him, or we must restore him, or we do something. No,
you know you. They
Yeah,
come for
but
you.
what CBC did to him, what CBC did to him, they went to him overnight and told him,
Just Dion, man. The man prosecute. James Dion, man. The man prosecute your case. The man,
this government will not do that.
Up to today's day, this man
let me do my closing. Let me do my closing.
That was a political case, Kev. We found ourselves between the rock and the hard places. We stood our ground. We still between our position on.
You still believe that Gloria Scott's guilty, right?
Let me close.
Let
me close.
Okay.
Let me close. Let me close. I'm clear with my position. Everybody knows my position is then clear. I went for the people that I believe did the killing. I still believe in the evidence, and that's it. The Supreme Court said otherwise. I respect the court's opinion. That's it. We'll live with it. What I want to say is that the statement issued by the government was not in the right direction. The quotation contained therein was wrong. Evan Snow did not say those words as per the video that we watched and the audio we listened to, except there are others will still pretend to be corrected. If there are other recordings, then we will say we don't agree. But for now, no. I think that the interpretation of his statement as to I want the government to be one-term a government, and if they feel I will do this, I think it should be different from quoting what he said. Should the statement have been issued today? I think no, because it had been too long. It was before Unification Day. After Unification Day, Evan Snow, in fact, he made a clarification. Before Unification Day, after Unification Day, he met the president. We know the smoke a peace point. He even posted about it. And 10 days after, or let's say 9 days after, and then you come up with such a statement, I think it's opening a can of worms. It's not good. It's not in the right direction. And I hope that statement can be considered an AI generated statement. It will be good. Because when the government, when the machinery of the government declare, because if you look at it, it being declared now as somebody who is squarely against the government. The security of all now is an issue. You know, it's an issue. And I think we should not be at this stage where we've already crossed a lot of path in, you know, the rule of law issue, the disrespect or so. We try to move forward now to make things right. I think we should not be coming backward to open. And I think that statement was not right, and he was misquoted. And I think it should be withdrawn. And if it's not withdrawn, it should be declared an AI statement. Will move ahead. So I want to say thank you. Thanks to for moderating the show tonight. Thanks to Uncle Sen. Thanks to Gibson. Gibson, my in-law. I got something from Grand there. Yeah. Thanks to Hassan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me make my closing. I'm kind of tired. I'm an old man. Look.
May say you.
That was all may you last because you old man will be the last.
No. I'm tired.
You say old man may not do the reverse. When everybody keep talking, you get it.
No. You don't do that on a panel, on a show. You do it when you have a family meeting when the old man talk.
I ain't seen yet.
Yeah, that is it.
Old man who's serving as a mouthpiece for opposition.
When you coming down here, Sam? Where you coming?
Moment when I get money, I will come. I hustling for money. I came to America to look for money.
You say you coming down.
When I got money, I will come. I'm here for 3 to 4 months. I was so concerned that I'm out from here. I will come there. Don't worry. I will come here. Okay, look. Clearly, my Liberian people, there is a chink in the armor. There is a mosquito in somebody's ear. Clearly, if the Liberian people were truly happy about the change that came in, it will be reflected in everything, because clearly the UT people said Joya was bad. They were going to come back. They were going to take the government over. They were going to change things. And the change was going to be so dramatic, was going to be so clear, like daylight. There were going to be no argument. The first question is, have they created jobs for Mawada husband to go to work, and when you come home so they can see Papa now come? Clearly not. They said they moved 6,000 people from the payroll. What did they do with the savings of the 6,000 people they took from the payroll? Did they increase the salary of people, or did they use that money there for public sector investment? Public sector investment is the difference between how much the government bringing in, how much they're paying for expenses, and that small money that left there for them to do investment, zero. The public sector investment is by 8.9%. Okay? So you should ask yourself, have they built any road that when Mawata get on this, you can say, wow, look at the kind of fine road at the 4-penny building. Have they built any kind of school so that when some Mawata children can go to that school? Have they built any marketplaces much better than what Joya did in Douala and other places? So clearly, they have not done anything for the Liberian people to say, wow, we are happy that we moved Joya from there to bring in the old man there, because the old man, he's using his 50 years in experience, and we can see it. They won with only 20,000 votes. When you win with a small margin like that, you should be doing things that are so big, that are so clear, that if, for example, if I say I want a man's wife, I would take the man's wife away from him, and I bring the woman in my house, and the woman still eating dry rice. She's still eating pancana. I can't even take her down to China building to buy her any kind of new clothes. You think that one will be happy? It's okay. The second thing that I want to talk to everybody is, Edwin Snow and myself, we had issues before in the past, but I've come to respect him. He's a very good individual. Edwin Snow spoke his mind. He has political ambition. So if Joseph Boakai doesn't do well, he will not be re-elected. And Edwin Snow will have an opportunity to build a coalition to come back to power. Nothing is wrong with that. He didn't break any law. But more importantly, why should the government of the Republic of Liberia lie on Edwin Snow and say Edwin Snow say he will destabilize the government and he will use his association with ECOWAS to bring the government down? Edwin Snow never said anything like that. And James Kude Flomo, my own picking, know that Edwin Snow didn't say that. But he will not even acknowledge the fact that Edwin Snow did not say that because his own people will get vexed with him. On that note, I want to tell you thank you. It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon here in McDonough, Georgia. To all my people in Liberia there, I will come back in 2 to 3 months. I get working on some things here because when I come back to Liberia, I want my hand to be heavy small so I can be able to help you like I normally help you. So I want here, I'm not down there begging them for job. I'm not down there trying to do anything. I'm out of the country and I'm hustling out of the country. Will God bless me and with something good for in my hand, I will come down there in my water like I always been showing you the kind of person I am. When I get it, I your son if for you. So thank you very much. Thank you, Gibson, and thank you, Good.
I know you won't be president. Go
I
ahead.
tell Joseph Baka, will he know when to retire?
But, okay, I know you wait when we conclude, then we'll all go together, right?
Yeah, just for us when we are done, we go.
I just have something short to say. I always believe that the Ministry of Information, any government apparatuses that have to deal with information, they should rather do PR than propaganda. What they wrote in our press release is propaganda, it's not PR. If it were PR, you will not misquote people. You will not put information in there or put words in people's mouth. It doesn't help the government. Because when the public get to know that you are lying on people, they will not trust your information. And that is the dangerous part of it. The government should always speak to issues that the public can identify with. But if you start saying things about people and they are not right, you will do it 1 or 2 times. Anything you say, whether it was true, the people can lie or no man. That's what they say, oh, you might not believe it. They always lie. They lie the other time, they lie this time. I think that's a dangerous part of it. The second thing is, I think the government should pay more attention to delivering rather than looking at people's comments. They don't have any reason to go and resurrect Snow's comment. If they were doing something, the people rebuke Snow, not the government. If Snow said they will fail and the people building skyscraper, the building roads, that Samuel said, the building markets, the building public infrastructure, nobody get time for what Snow said. They will look at what the government does rather than what Snow is saying. But you begin to pick out people's words when you're not doing what you're supposed to do. It is very, very bad. President Bouaka does not have COVID. Georgia had almost 3 years of COVID, where every international system broke down, where financial institution broke down, where trade and commerce broke down. And Georgia survived that situation. President Bouaka does not have that situation. He should concentrate on bringing the lads to the table, help the people, do what is right, fight corruption. President Bouaka is I can say after Ellen, he's the next person I believe that can really fight corruption. He's an old man. He doesn't give a damn. He can do anything he wants to do to fix the system because probably he's not going for second term. Anybody wants to spoil any of their business, he just go ahead, fix the system, but messing with the system, disobeying the laws, violating standard rules is not helping the government. And I hope that the government will see reason, the Ministry of Information will see reason to abolish propaganda. Let them do PR. Let them pay more attention to PR rather than propaganda. Lead the propaganda with the opposition. Because propaganda is not necessarily correct. It's not necessarily good. It can be both negative and positive. But PR is always positive in the interest of the government. I think that's what I'm going to say. I think Samuel said some of the things that makes sense to me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. And again, it was good having all of you. I hope to be back on Saturday. And let's be frank. The government communication, yes, we agree. Some parts should have not been there, but holistically, the government did not lie on Senator Snow. Senator Snow appeared on the radio. The theme of his conversation was the government should be a one term, the government should fail. That he think that should happen. And the government quoted that in their statement. So there are parts, yes, we agree that some part, except the government will come out and say, oh, we have evidence to what we are saying. So I cannot generally say the government do not have evidence, but to say the government lied on Senator Snow, that would be incorrect, because Snow said he wanted the government to fail so they can come back to power. He wanted the president to be a one-term president, so there was no light. And I know, I understand. Uncle Sam has been around for a very long period of time. He saw presidents upon presidents. So, yeah, he has been good. The opposition have always used him to. He gone. He gone. He knew I was coming. He gone. He can stay. So again, thanks to everyone, and it was great having
The
everyone.
opposition have used him to do their bidding.
He gone. He could not say. He knows that what I was going to say.
You may send me a press up next week. Like now. Oh my God.
But he been around for a very long period of time, from Toba, Samuel, Teda, Ellen, we are now Boakai. He been around, and he made some good decisions. He took some risks just to see a better Liberia. So he been around. He knows the strategy. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Again, we hope to see you guys here tomorrow. Thank you so much. It was great having
thank you, my brother. I appreciate it. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Cholo play. Cholo?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, brother. So let me just play the commercials, and then you can take it.
Okay. All right.
All right. Let me just play the videos. Just the videos.
Are you a W-2 employee? If so, this video is for you. I want to show you how you can legally avoid owing taxes. Even though taxes are withheld from your paycheck every pay period, but you still end up owing taxes at the end of the year. And you wonder why. It is not your fault. It is the tax code and the progressive nature of the tax code. We all start from 10% to 37%. So the more money you make, you're going to gravitate to another tax bracket unknown to yourself. So I can help you solve that problem for good. Okay? Now, you can text me or email me. My telephone number is 973-967-9510 or paul@yahoo.com. Call me and we'll be able to help you resolve your tax burden going forward and for good. Just for a little fee. Don't worry, this will solve your problem going forward. Thank you, and yes.
Looking for one place that does it all? Come to King V Multipurpose in Newark. At King V Multipurpose, we offer photography and printing, flight and travel bookings, money transfer and financial services, graphic design, custom t-shirts, passport photos, business support, and so much more. At King V Multipurpose, we are also specialized in immigration consultation. Visit us today at 515 Clinton Avenue, Newark, New Jersey, or call us on our numbers. Better still, you can email our CEO, King V Swari. King V Multipurpose, where service meets satisfaction.
It's the Win Liberia jackpot. The Win Liberia jackpot. The Win Liberia jackpot on Spoon Talk. Spoon Talk. Yes, the Win Liberia jackpot is here. For just $200 Liberian dollars, you can win from 20,000 Liberian dollars, 50,000 Liberian dollars, 100,000 Liberian dollars, 200,000 Liberian dollars, 500,000 Liberian dollars, and up to 1 million Liberian dollars. For the Win Liberia jackpot on Spoon Talk, dial star 255 star 2 hash. That's star 255 star 2 hash. The more you play, the better your chances. It's the Win Liberia jackpot, the Win Liberia jackpot on Spoon Talk Live for just $200 Liberian dollars.
In today's breaking news, CEO of Liberia's largest company, Garjay Enterprises, Mr. Peter Garjay, has been taken into custody this morning.
Am I interrupting something?
Not exactly.
I have a job for you.
What do you need me to steal?
We want you to go to Mr. Garjay's office, seduce him, and get us some information.
I was told by some ladies
They made a payment in cryptocurrency.
they went away with some of my best cars.
Every time I see you, I see trouble.
What if I told you this was a $500 million job? If we're able to get these investors to these investment-worthy properties and convince them.
She and her friends have double-crossed me and took me out of millions of dollars.
You actually came to a Fruster to look for a solution to pay the airline?
Who is this low-life trash of a thing that you brought invading my space?
When will the money be paid and what's the location?
Did you make the drop?
If anyone threatens you, I can guarantee you protection.
Jackie, we have a deal. If not, this entire thing is going to be compromised.
I have 5 hours to bring the money.
What are we going to do now? We do what we know best.
I ain't telling you shit!
Hey, Gifty, I need a car and fake US dollars. ASAP.
Hurry up and make that drop and leave. Leave that building now. The police are closely on you guys.
Hold! Don't shoot! Listen to me. We can make you a deal.
You don't have to come looking for me and my girls. We're coming to you.
Where is my money?
Where's my friend?
Here's your goddamn money.
Okay, so let's also say happy birthday to you, Mr. Terrence M. Dawe of the Liberia National Police. Today is your birthday. Your darling wife, Princess Dawe of America, Pennsylvania, is thinking about you. She sent this birthday treat to you. You can, celebrating the grand star, and she's there thinking about you. And she's like, James, I want to go to Liberia right now. I want to go and see my sweetheart, but there's no way. So she's thinking about you, Mr. Dawe. Happy birthday to you as you celebrate your birthday. I think it's almost 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock rather. So happy birthday to you. Stay in Liberia. Enjoy your birthday. And we here at Spoon Talk and Spoon Network, we also say a big happy birthday to you, Mr. Terrence M. Dawe, officer of the Liberia National Police. So, Cholople, thank you so much. I hope to see you tomorrow.
Yes, thank you very much, James. Thanks to the team as well.
And your boy. Yes, sir. A special one from the CEO, stand coming with the spoon. And your boy, right at the sound.
Well, folks, that's it. Thanks so very kindly for watching. Thanks for your reactions. Thanks for your recommendations. Thanks for everything. Let's so Spoon Talk returns on Monday. However, tomorrow, beginning at 7:30, program the 101 with the CEO, for which we invite you to join us tomorrow. Beginning at 7:30 in the evening. I'm Mr. Best Chilo Play. Have a wonderful night. God bless you. Bye bye.
In Africa, just to trust for you just for you and no.